Before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another show, one of the dopest shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun as long as we get back to the money, real conversations, and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtney Edgar. Yeah, so listen, man, we got a lot of topics to cover tonight. A lot of topics to cover, man. We got Stephen A. Smith going back and forth with Jason Whitlock. We got Draymond Green and Austin Rivers. What else? We got the Met Gala conversation with Taraji P. Henson and Jennifer Lewis and how they tripping out about people going to the Met Gala. We got Jazz and 2K. We're going to talk about that topic on the DPMO. Shout out to them. And then we got a few other. I think we're gonna talk about Stephon Diggs too. Cameron actually responded to that, and then there's another little piece of that about the Stephon Diggs topic that we're gonna talk about as well. So we got a lot of things to cover tonight. So we're gonna dive into it. But before we dive into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Also, make sure you hit the bell notification. Also, make sure you support the channel. Super chats, $100 gold a day, Cash App, $50 gold a day. Listen, feel free to support the channel. If you don't, that's cool. Not tripping about it at all, but it's just something if you really want to support the channel, if you believe in the channel, if you're rocking with me, rocking with the content, you want to continue to keep seeing the content grow and flourish and thrive, support the channel. Plus, you helping me get closer to my retirement fund. Helping me get closer to retirement. You understand what I'm saying? So, and also, if you haven't become an ENG member, make sure you become an ENG member. 99 cents. 99 cents is the cheapest, and I think $2.99 is for the gold membership. So, you know what I'm saying? We keeping it very light. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it very light. All right. So y'all ready to go ahead and get into these topics, man? So this one here, this is an icebreaker. I kind of want to get into this topic right here because apparently I'm kind of confused on the title. I'm kind of confused. So I'm just kind of give y'all a breakdown from what I see from the description. Tuesday, a 17-year-old Yakeem Lawler begged a judge to send his killer, Jahar Malik, to the max. So I'm not sure what's going on with this topic. I saw it and I thought this would be interesting because it's a team. So we're gonna dive into it, and then I'm gonna give my thoughts and I'm gonna give my opinions. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out.
Accused of stabbing and killing her ex-boyfriend. The victim's heartbroken family asking for justice as the defendant herself says she's sorry for what happened. Local 10's Leah Monajon is live in Miami with the dramatic day in court. Leanne?
Nicole, the victim's family pulled no punches, telling the judge exactly how they felt about the investigation, the charges, and the sentence they'd like to see imposed in this case. The defendant herself was among several people who spoke on her behalf, but watch until the very end of this piece and you'll see exactly what she had to say for herself just moments ago.
It will always be a fact that you are a murderer. You are a demon seed that your parents brought into this world to bring suffering on everybody else. Shame on them.
Anger and grief laid bare in a Miami courtroom Tuesday as loved ones of 17-year-old Yakeem Lawler begged the judge to sentence his killer, Jahara Malik, to the max.
I'm gonna stand up and honor my son and defend my son. I just wanted to be heard, man. I don't like the way this case was handled.
We just want what my son deserves. His life matters. I do not want to leave here today, Your Honor, feeling like I lost my son all over again.
Malik, now 18 years old, was Lawler's ex-girlfriend. The incident happened back in December of 2024. She pleaded guilty in March to charges of manslaughter and carrying a concealed weapon. Her sentence is left solely up to the judge to decide. The state played surveillance videos in court showing Lawler's final moments after Malik stabbed him in the chest with a pocket knife.
Pocket knife.
The sights and sounds so distressing, some left the courtroom.
He went into the third rib on the left side, approximately 1 inch in depth, and hit the heart.
The maximum sentence for Malik would be 30 years in state prison. The state told the judge they're recommending 20 years with 10 years probation. The defense says Malik is remorseful and wants her sentenced as a youthful offender to a boot camp program.
I was wrong for what I did, and every day I sit and think about the damage I caused. The family wants me in prison, but I'm in my own prison for the rest of my life. I wish I could go back and change what happened, but I can't, and that's the worst part. Y'all didn't deserve this pain, and I wish I hadn't been the one to give it to y'all.
Malik saying there she extended an apology to the victim's friends and family. Right now, the judge is hearing final arguments from the state. Then she will hear one last argument from the defense and then make her ruling. As soon as we learn what it is, we'll bring it to you. We're live in Miami. I'm Leanne Morejon.
So wait. So hold on. Give me a second. Let me gather some thoughts real quick. So this was over nothing. Just an emotional response. Is that what I'm hearing? Because I didn't hear anything in regards to him putting his hands on her, anything that provoked her doing what she did. I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to be objective here. But I'm not here. So what I'm getting from this topic and the only information that I got so far and what I'm getting from this is they probably got into a little argument. She got an attitude or some shit popped off, so she got emotional. She let her emotions get the best of her. And then she ended up doing some damage that caused permanent damage. And now she's going to have to suffer for the rest of her life. That's what I'm getting from this. Bro, what is up with y'all getting so angry to the point that y'all fuck up somebody else's life and your own, dog? There's nothing that fucking serious, bro. Let's be 110% honest. There's nothing that serious, bro. Unless if you're talking about harming a child, if you a PDF file, that's a whole different ball game. But we're talking about just awesome emotional shit. If you get into an argument, if you get upset about something, or you have a disagreement about something, nothing like that provokes you to want to harm and unalive somebody because you can't control your emotions, dog. What's going on with y'all people, bro? No, I'm with the parent on this one. That's a demon, dog. That's a demon. Your emotions got that much of the best of you. You decide to say, you know what? I'm going to take a pocket knife and I'm finna go inside you. No, fam. Remove thee away from me, Satan. Remove thee away from me. May I never find a person. May I never run into a person that's like that. That's crazy. Who can't control their own emotions. That's wild. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm confused. Still confused. Don't know what the hell what's going on, don't even know what the context of that even happening is. But just based off of this video, it seems like it was a bunch of nothing. It seemed like nothing. There was no reason to provoke that, to get this far in the situation. Now the family has lost a son, a 17-year-old son. Hey man, ladies, y'all better get y'all shit in order, man. The way that y'all parents, y'all better get y'all shit together and start raising y'all kids and start adding some structure to their fucking life, dog. Ain't no mental illness. We ain't doing that. We're not talking. Nope. Ain't no mental illness. That's a demon. It's a demon, which is crazy. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yo, let me read the membership, dog. The membership. We got a new member in this joint. You heard me? Let me get to it. Gotta play the anthem.
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man. 10 years, man, you're gonna have matching Benzes. 10 years? Thinking more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Yo, shout out to AJ. Shout out to AJ Sent 480 for becoming a member of the ENG community. For those of you who don't know what the ENG community is, it is the earned, not given community. And it speaks for itself. There's no explaining. There's no need to explain what that means because you know exactly what it means. You know what I'm saying?
That's top dog aura right there.
Shout out to you, AJ. I appreciate you, big dog. I appreciate you. Listen, we going up members. Listen, I told y'all before, we got to get to 100 members by the end of 2026. We need to be at 100 members. 100. That's the goal, 100 members. We get to 100 members, and then if we can get to 100 members, then I may do a meetup out here in Arizona. I may put together a meetup out here in Arizona, an ENG member meetup. What y'all think about that? Why my head crooked? It's weird. Maybe my head crooked. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't like that. Let's do this. That should look weird, don't it? All right, so let's go to this next topic. I'm gonna go to this next topic. We're still talking about parents and children because this was another little icebreaker that I wanted to talk about. I was supposed to talk about it yesterday on the Banter and Barter, but we just didn't get to it. How come I can't see? Let's do it. Fukari Ferry, she said, let's do it. Hey, I'm with it. You with it, Fukari Ferry? Yeah, I'm with it too. I actually want to have a meetup. I actually want to do a meetup. I think it'd be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Is my head crooked, bro? Yeah, it is crooked. Why is it crooked? That's so weird. Stupid. So dumb. But let's go ahead and get into this next topic, man. So there's this shorty. It's weird. I don't like the way this hat look. I don't like the way it's looking. You'll help organize. Oh, I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with that. Where? The Scottsdale area? Yo, why does it look so weird? I don't know why it's throwing me off. It really is throwing me off. Is it because it looks weird like that? Okay, whatever, man. We just gonna rock it out. We just gonna rock out how we gonna rock out. So yeah, there's this lady, and she's saying that she would never allow her child. She'll never allow her child to be around kids on phones who play on Roblox, and she explains exactly why. Be cool, my head's fine. All right, say less. Say less, AJ. I got you, big dog. So let's go ahead and get into this topic, and we're gonna give our thoughts and opinions on it. All right? So it's gonna rock.
You raising overexposed kids, your kids 6 and 7 years old, they got phones, they 10 and 11 years old, they got social media, they got TikTok, they doing all the social media trends, they talking to grown people on Roblox. Baby, my baby can't come around y'all. Bye. No, my baby can't come around you. I don't care. I don't care about your feelings. I care about my baby's safety. What do your feelings mean to me? What is that supposed to mean to me? Certain people I don't want her being around simply because I don't want her to even understand that some lifestyle choices are an option. Bye. You sitting around all day, you don't do nothing but eat Twinkies and stare at the wall, baby. I'm not coming around you. I'm trying to raise a productive, contributing member of society. What I look like bringing her around unproductive nation. Goodbye. And I quite frankly don't care who it hurt. I really don't. Unfortunately, because the village has already established themselves. When you have a child, you already kind of know, oh, who gonna be a us and a them. You know what I'm saying? And the us is comprised of productive individuals that ain't smoking and drinking and cussing and throwing it and you know what I mean, acting crazy and acting wild and violent and ratchet. No. I'm raising a suburban princess just like me. What do I look like bringing her around stuff? She don't even need to know what that is. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, hold on now. Let me play. Listen, let me play it one more time for the people in the back. I'm gonna play it one more time for the people in the back. Hold on. Hold on.
If you raising overexposed kids, your kids 6 and 7 years old, they got phones. They 10 and 11 years old, they got social media, they got TikTok, they doing all the social media trends. They talking to grown people on Roblox. Baby, my baby can't come around y'all. Bye. No, my baby can't come around you. I don't care. I don't care about your feelings. I care about my baby's safety. What do your feelings mean to me? What is that supposed to mean to me? Certain people I don't want her being around simply because I don't want her to even understand that some lifestyle choices are an option. Bye. You sitting around all day, you don't do nothing but eat Twinkies and stare at the wall, baby. I'm not coming around you. I'm trying to raise a productive, contributing member of society. What I look like bringing her around unproductive nation. Goodbye. And I quite frankly don't care who it hurt. I really don't. Unfortunately, because the village has already established themselves. When you have a child, you already kind of know, oh, who gonna be a us and a them. You know what I'm saying? And the us is comprised of productive individuals that ain't smoking and drinking and cussing and throwing it and you know what I mean, acting crazy and acting wild and violent and ratchet. No. I'm raising a suburban princess just like me. What do I look like bringing her around stuff? She don't even need to know what that is. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Shorty cooking. Shorty is cooking. You hear me? Let me play. Let me give it one more. Listen, Shorty is cooking. When I tell you she is cooking, I think we need to get back to that. We need to get back to letting kids be kids again. And what do I mean by kids being kids? Get these kids off of social media. I get it. Playing video games is cool sometimes, but get these children back outside, man. Let them go play in some dirt a little bit. Let them run around. Let them scrape their knee up a little bit. Let them get a little suntan. Let them go outside and get a little sweaty and a little dirty. Let them get that. Let them get them red cheeks. Get them cheeks red outside. Go outside. Be productive. Go be active outside. Go start creating some shit. Go play in the sand a little bit. Go get your blocks. Go get your toys. Take that shit outside and go play. Get out the fucking house, bro. Get out the house. Get your children out the house. If you got a crib, listen, you ain't got to be outside with them, man. Send their ass to the backyard. Listen, go in the backyard. Go fucking play. Go outside. Get some sun. Get some vitamin D. Go touch real grass outside, dog. It's too much going on the internet. Listen, your kid got a lot of life to live. They don't need to be on social media yet, especially at the age of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You don't need social media. You don't. Listen, I would rather my kid be green. I would rather my kid go into high school green, not being on social media, not understanding the ins and outs of it. I would rather her be able to understand social media when she gets older and out of high school. I would rather my kids be green, bro. Still being able to still have the discernment to, understand and listen to their guts and understanding what's the right thing to do, what's the wrong thing to do in order to remove themselves from the degenerates. That's a fact. And no, it doesn't take social media for them to experience that. No, it's just what you teach and the foundation that you teach them. They learn from you first. They learn from you as the parent first. So if you're allowing TikTok, if you're allowing your iPads, if you're allowing YouTube, if you're allowing Instagram, all of these different platforms to raise your child, man, you're doing it wrong, dog. I get it. I get it. You just want to break from them from a minute. That's cool. That's cool. I get it. I understand it. And if you're going to allow them to use the iPad, Make them only use something educational that's going to help them develop their brains. Not just watching just random mindless shit. Like, okay, if you're going to be on the iPad, guess what? You got 30 minutes and it's going to be some education. It's not going to be some bullshit. After the 30 minutes, put that motherfucker down, go do something. That's it. You get 30 minutes with that joint. What's wrong with that? You learning, you on the iPad, you on that bit for 30 minutes. Guess what? And it's only educational stuff that you're going to watch. And I think parents need to get more involved with their children and paying attention to what their children are actually doing. What they are watching, who the fuck they are talking to. Y'all need to get more involved, dog. Real talk. Pay more attention. Be nosy like you're supposed to. Y'all knows a lot of y'all be nosy about what your girl doing in her DMs and what your man doing in his DMs. What bitch he talking to, what nigga he talking to. But guess what? Y'all ain't doing that to y'all kids though. Y'all just letting y'all kids mosey on all around the house. Do whatever they want to do. Doing TikTok videos. All of that shit. No, nope, ain't happening. You lying to me. I applaud. What's her name? Taylor Candace _ I applaud her. And we need more people. We need more parents like that, putting their foot down and actually getting really involved. More mothers, more fathers getting involved in their children's lives. And start protecting our children from these demons out here in these streets. And stop letting these platforms raise your children. Facts. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel what I'm saying, AJ? So that's a good mom. 100 kids don't need another friend. They need parents. That's a fact. And that's another big thing too, AJ. Parents, stop trying to be your kid's friend. You ain't their friend. You are not their friend. You are a parent. You are the adult. You're supposed to be the responsible one. Teaching them the ins and outs of life. Guiding them. Making sure that they make it. Giving them the tools that they need in order to operate in life and to do better than what you did. In order to continue the legacy. In order to continue the growth. So they can be contributing members of society and do 10 times better than what you did. So you're supposed to be giving them the foundation. And then, of course, along that ride, because they have that solid foundation that you taught them, they can take that and then implement it in their lives, as well as them learning things from other individuals and putting themselves in the right circles. So that way they can continue to grow and then be productive members. Look at the video we just watched previous to this. That ain't productive. That's not being a productive member of society. That's being a degenerate. That's degenerate behavior. We don't want that. We want to remove ourselves from those kind of people. We want to be on the opposite side. That's why when I say, listen, this is when I say I'm from the suburbs. I ain't from the ghetto. I'm proud to say that. I'm proud to say that. That's a flex. It's no shade to nobody, but that's a flex. I don't feel bad. Oh, bro, you from the suburbs? Yes, I am. And what's your point? Does that make me less of a man? Does that make me less of a human being? Does that make me less real? Because my parents wanted a good life for their children. How you gonna blame me for that? Because I'm not gonna pretend like I'm from the hood, because I ain't. Nope, ain't gonna pretend like it. Not one bit. So yeah, bro. Like we need more parents like this. Parents need to do better. Parents need to do better. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
All right, so I want to go to let's go ahead and get into this Met Gala shit. Let's get into this Met Gala. I want to go ahead and dive into it. So I don't know how. See, that's the Breakfast Club. I don't know if I can show the video, so I'm gonna allow y'all to listen to it, and then I can play a different video. I can play because I got multiple things I'm gonna play first. So let me do this. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this article. Then I'm gonna play a version of the Breakfast Club, and then I'm gonna play a video of Jennifer Lewis, and then we'll give our thoughts and opinions on it. All right. So we'll just rock out like that. So Taraji P. Henson, she having some issues about the Met Gala, right? So let me bring it a little closer so y'all can read this, so y'all can see what I'm reading as well. And because Jeff Bezos, he's one of the co-chairs at the Met. He was one of the co-chairs at the Met Gala. Taraji P. Henson and Jennifer Lewis. For those of y'all who don't know who Jennifer Lewis is, she auntie. She damn near every movie that you see her in, she's auntie. She auntie. All right. And so they're having issues in regards to the Met Gala. So I'm going to read this article and then, we just kind of go from there. All right. So Taraji P. Henson is censoring her fellow A-listers for attending this year's Met Gala, which is controversially sponsored by honorary co-chairs Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez Bezos. So the Empire actress co-signed a social media post from Meredith Lynch titled "A Warning for Celebs," in which she cautioned those attending to not wear ice out pins, given that Bezos is part of the reason we're in this fucking mess. While Lynch acknowledged the fundraising nature of fashion's biggest night, she said, "It's wild to me that this event is sponsored by Jeff Bezos, who has backed Trump, who has slashed arts funding." Interesting. Okay. So Henson commented in response alongside clapping emojis of endorsement. "I am so confused by some people that are going. I am just like, what the fuck are we doing?" So there's her little comment. "I'm so confused about that of what we're doing, so what the fuck are we doing, whatever." So separately, the Oscar nominee reposted a photo from EU reproductive rights organization My Voice, My Choice that just exposed Bezos' $500 million super yacht with the fact that immigrant workers in Amazon warehouses face precarious conditions, low wages, and high injury rates. She captioned the Instagram story with "Enjoy the MET." Bezos reportedly contributed $10 million to sponsor the gala. And she put this: "Enjoy the Met, my voice, my choice. Jeff Bezos super yacht, $500 million. Immigrant workers in Amazon warehouse face precarious conditions, low wages, and high injury rates." So Henson has been a staple attendee at the Mayfest, whatever that is, Mayfest, as has Zendaya, Bella Hadid, and Ariana Grande, who also did not attend, though their reasoning has been unconfirmed. New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani also said he would not attend this year's Met Gala, eschewing the path taken by his predecessors, including Eric Adams, noting that he wants to focus on affordability issues instead. Especially as tax the rich sentiment reaches a boiling point, the New York Times reported that an activist group called Everyone Hates Elon, a namesake of another ear-drawing billionaire, Elon Musk, has been calling for a boycott of the event. Ahead of the weekend and leading up to the event, the group deposited nearly 300 bottles of fake urine inside the Metropolitan Museum of Art in a statement calling attention to long-standing allegations that Amazon drivers are forced to pee in containers. Interesting. So, and the Met Gala serves as the primary fundraiser for the Costume Institute at New York City's Metropolitan Museum of Art. This year, attendees include Blake Lively, Rihanna, Beyonce, Madonna, Janelle Monáe, Sabrina Carpenter, Tiana Taylor, Chase Infinity, Bad Bunny, Emma Chamberlain, Heated Rivalries Hudson, Williams and Connor Story, and many others. Interesting. Interesting, right? Interesting. Time, let's say time 18-188. Respect and blessings. Stay consistent and healthy, and always remember your health is true, your wealth. Hey, I appreciate you. What's up, Moni? What's good with it, Moni? All right, so let me play this other video. We got that portion. Right? So now let's play this portion of the Met Gala and what they got to say. I mean, the Breakfast Club. What they got. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm bad. Facts. 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 That's the point I wanted to get to. And I'm gonna play the rest of it later in a minute. That's the point that I'm getting to. People pick and choose when they want to be upset. People pick and choose when they want to be in the uproar. None of that shit is consistent. That's why nobody don't listen to these type. That's why people ain't listening to these fucking celebrities anymore, bro. They pick and choose when to talk about shit. They pick and choose when to be when to be angry. I guarantee you, Taraji P. Henson would not be talking that talk if she was getting the deals and the money that she was claiming and hyping and hollering about. I guarantee you she wouldn't be talking about it. I guarantee you. If she was getting the type of money that she was screaming about, that she was crying about, I guarantee you she would not be up there talking. Her ass would have been right there at the Met Gala. All that shit sound good, bro. And at the same time, these are the same individuals who crying about people paying them more. So you, first of all, you want the big dog to do something, right? You want the Jeff Bezos. Okay, you make 500 million. Okay, and what? That's his fucking money. That's his money. You can't tell somebody or dictate what somebody needs to do with their money. We got so much money. You got a super yacht, and we got people over here struggling. And that's his problem. Why? No, real shit. If we're gonna have a conversation, let's have a conversation. Why is that his problem? Why? You choose to work at Amazon, correct? Now, of course, no. Let me be fair. When you talk about the conditions, when you talk about working in the warehouse, I've heard a lot about it, and that shit's egregious. They need to do something about that. But what we're not about to do is sit here and dictate and tell somebody what to do with their own money just because somebody's sitting in a super yacht. Yep, they created the business. They sacrificed a lot for themselves. They may have done a lot of things that they didn't want to do in order to get to where they are. And so who the fuck are you to dictate what the hell they're going to do with their money? Can you answer that for me? Yet half y'all still going to be using Amazon. These very same people that y'all are crying about, that y'all say, oh, these niggas in the Epstein files, all these people that y'all claim to hate, guess what? Y'all still supporting them some way, somehow. You still buying their products, still wearing their clothes, still driving their vehicles, still using their makeup products. And yet you over here crying. You thought you holier than thou just because you didn't go to the Met Gala. Okay, cool. If that's the case, then remove yourself 110% away from Hollywood. Remove yourself from anything. Remove yourself from that entire space then, Taraji P. Remove yourself. Go and create your own studios. Go and create everything. Go and do everything on your own. Don't use any of the products out here that any of these people are selling. Don't use Amazon again. Don't do none of that. And then we can have a conversation. Yeah. No, Jeff Bezos doesn't own Met Gala. He invested in it. He was a sponsor of the Met Gala. He sponsored 10 million. So he's not the owner of it. He just sponsored some money into it. He was one of the bigger contributors of it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got all this energy. You have all this energy for Jeff Bezos and talking about people going to the Met Gala. What are you doing, Taraji? What are y'all doing? What charity are y'all putting together? And y'all are raising $40 million for different Black communities or Black museums or anything Black, since y'all so pro-Black, right? What are y'all doing? That's what I'm trying to understand. Because I guarantee you, if a box office movie come out and they want Taraji P. Henson on that movie, and they said, listen, bro, we're going to pay you bigger. We're going to give you a bigger paycheck than you have ever seen in your life. I guarantee you, she ain't going to be talking no more. If her money on the line, I guarantee you, she going to get real quiet. It's fake outrage, dog. It's fake outrage to me. That's what I'm saying. You said she don't have a nickel in that quarter. Now, I ain't here to count her pockets or nothing, but I'm saying though, if this is such a big deal, if anything, this is what pisses me off, dog. If you got so much smoke for these individuals, a great caveat would have been, well, you know what? We're raising charity for X, Y, and Z. Matter of fact, let me see something. Hospital. So you got in New York, right? Because that's where the Met Gala is held, right? It's in New York. So you have the African Burial Ground National Monument, so which is located in Lower Manhattan. This six-figure memorial honors the largest unearthed burial ground in North America for both free and enslaved African descendants. Right? It contains the remains of over 419 Africans from the 17th and 18th centuries, reflecting the city's deep roots in slavery and resistance. Right? You got the Caribbean Cultural Center African Diaspora Institute, situated at 120E 125th Street in Harlem. CCADI, well, which is what the Caribbean Cultural Center African Diaspora Institute, is a multidisciplinary hub preserving the cultures of the global African diaspora. It features 3 art galleries, year-round exhibits, performances, and educational programs with artists like Dizzy Gillespie, Celia Cruz, and A Tribe Called Quest having been featured. Right? You can invest in that. You can put all your money towards these things. The Louis Armstrong House Museum, right? That's right there over there, right over there in Queens. The Studio Museum in Harlem. You can invest in that. Apollo Theater. You can invest in that. Brooklyn Museum. You can invest in that. And other notable sites. There's so many other notable sites in that area. Why aren't you putting together and getting the fundraiser together to invest in any one of these museums? Create your own shit. Why y'all always asking for other people's money? Y'all act like, bro, y'all acting just like these people out here who telling the government, y'all acting just like the Democrats. Y'all want to take everybody's money, but y'all don't want to go and get the money for y'all fucking self. You want to take everybody else's money. You want to ask for everybody. You want to ask for a handout, but you ain't going out there to get it yourself. And you got all the opportunity in the world to do it. That shit's crazy to me, dog. That's what I'm saying. Make these black designers drop some bags on these museums. Start investing into that. But guess what? They already understand. And this is bad. This is bad for me to say. But I'm gonna say it though. A lot of times it's hard to work with black people, dog. It's hard. It's hard. And I promise you, and I mean that with so much love. I say that with so much conviction because I don't want to say that. But I've had too many experiences, and as well as I've had many, and I know other people who have the experiences as well. And it's like, dog, we trying to work with you, but you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. The customer service is trash. You ain't on time like you supposed to. You showing up late. You out here asking for 5-finger discounts. You up here talking about let's do a discount, or you want to do shit for free. You don't want to operate. You don't want to pay people. You trying to like, listen, bro. Let's collab, bro. Let's collab. Okay, bet. So therefore, look, this is how I operate, and this is how things need to go. No, bro, I can't do it like that, bro. You can't do it for free. No, nigga. My time is important. No, my time is important. You should respect that. I put the time and effort into doing X, Y, and Z. So you should have the respect, or you should pay me as such. If you can't, that's fine. But let's not make this an issue. Oh man, see, you don't want to work with black. No. It's not the case. I'm willing to pay, or I'm willing to do this. But you also have to give me something that's reciprocal as well. I'm not just going to do it free just to do it. What am I getting out of the deal? And I get it. There are times where that's not required. Sometimes like, you know what, man, I rock with it. So I'm just going to show my love. I'm just going to show up, do what I do. And then, you know, that's my gift to you. Sometimes that's the case. But a lot of times when we're in building stage and growing stage, man, ain't nobody trying to do that. But at the end of the day, you still need to operate and move like a business. Just because you may be an individual, that don't mean that you get to move around different. No, you need to operate like a business, operate and move yourself like a business. Simple as that. But it's hard though. It's hard. And the thing is, stereotypes are earned, they're not given. Stereotypes are earned, not given. So nobody's just saying shit just to bash, because there are great businesses out here that are owned by Black people. There are great businesses out here. And there should be more. But guess what? You got too many people asking for handouts. Too many people want discounts. Nobody wants to do the work. Nobody wants to do customer service because their ego gets in the way. They want the white man to go and do something for them. They want everybody else to do something for them instead of them. Actually, you know what? Let's get some real shit. Let's get some people together. Let's get this rack of money up. Let's go invest over here in this area. Let's go invest where it's important, because we're so pro-Black, right? So pro-Black. Well, let's take this money and put it into over here so we can build this shit up and make this something big too. Oh, y'all talking about the Met Gala? Now, fuck that. Let's take that money over here. Let's put that money over here. Let's take all of these artists, all of these designers. Let's take them over here. Let's take them over here. It's gonna start off small. It's gonna start small first, just like anything else. Just like the Met Gala, it started off small and then it became something huge. You do the same thing over here. You start investing. Then over time, it becomes something that you need to be at. And then the who's who is going to be there. That's how it works. But y'all don't want to do that because y'all too busy complaining about people going to the Met Gala. It's crazy. Bless me. Where we at? Where's she at? Damn, did I miss it? Oh, there she is. Let's go to this.
I hadn't seen any of it. I had been running around all day. And then my girlfriend called and said, Jennifer, they showed up anyway. I said, but they cut nearly 30,000 jobs and gutted the Washington Post. They showed up anyway, posturing and posing, hoping to be the most. They cut $1 billion in funding for children's nutrition. And there they all were, vying for the next position. We're at war. And so many people are dying. I said to my girlfriend, tell me you're lying. How much fame do we need, y'all? How much more fame? Wow.
And the thing is, I love Jennifer Lewis as an actor. I do. But fuck, man. Y'all be pissing me off, dog. Why aren't y'all taking the same energy and talking about the things that y'all are doing? Let's be real. If you're truly doing something, why aren't you taking the same shit that you're doing, right? The same shit that you're doing. Why aren't you taking this energy and putting it towards something that's actually beneficial? You talking about, oh, they've taken 33, they've cut 33,000 jobs. Doo-doo. They've taken funding away from the children. Doo-doo. How much fame does one actually need? Bunch of bullshit. What are you doing? What money are you investing? Talk about that. Talk about what you're doing. How about we do that? Use your fame, use your visibility to take and Talk about what it is that you're doing, the things that you're investing in, and to get people over there to say, listen, these are the things that I am investing in. This is where I am putting my money because I believe that this is important for the children or for the people who are losing their jobs or for the people who got their jobs cut. Y'all worrying about somebody else and the reasoning as to why they're at the Met Gala. Because y'all believe y'all holier than thou just because you're speaking on it. Oh, we're at war. Yeah. Yeah. This ain't the first time either. Just like when 9/11 happened, guess what? Y'all was still doing the same shit. Y'all was working, going to work every day. You was doing movies, showing up to the movies, doing your job like you were supposed to do, while other people was at war. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? It's fake rage, dog. It's fake rage. And it drives me fucking insane. It does. It drives me insane. Carlos, what's up with it, big dog? How you feeling? It drives me insane. I don't understand it, man. I'm all for improvement. I'm all for doing the right thing. But don't give me this fake outrage. If you aren't doing anything, if you aren't actually moving the needle, if you are investing your own money into these organizations that you're talking about, that these people with like the Jeff Bezos and the Trumps and whoever are not investing in, why don't you take your money and invest in it? Why don't you spearhead that? Why you gotta wait for the dog? Why you gotta wait for the Elon Musk? Why you gotta wait for the Trumps? Why you gotta wait for the Jeff Bezos? Why you gotta wait for these multi-billionaires and multi-millionaires to do it? Why don't you do it? You got enough fame and visibility to do it. It starts with one person, right? It starts with one. You and Taraji P. Henson together. Y'all got some visibility, right? In the black community. Yes, y'all do. Why aren't y'all doing it? Guess we're gonna know, huh? But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure y'all hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, make sure y'all support the channel too. Super chat goal, $100, cash out goal, $50. Make sure y'all tap in. Do me a favor. Give me a second real quick. And then I'll take me a brief little intermission right fast. You heard? I'll be right back, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Gotta grab some. All right, let's get to it. We back in this thing. We back in it. We back in it. Carlos' mama. What up, Carlos? What up, Carlos' mama? What up, Carlos' mama? How you been? How you feeling? How you feeling? All right, what we got next? What we got next? What do we have next? Oh, yeah. So let's get into the Stephon Diggs topic, man. Let's get into the Stephon Diggs. I'm not going to, well, I mean, I guess you could say I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but we're going to spend a little bit of time on it because Cam, you know what I'm saying, from the Revolt, he had some things to say. And then there's another lady. She has some things to say about it too. So I'm going to play Should I play her video first? Or should I play his? Let's play Cam's first, and then we'll play this other shorty's. Her name is Casey Smith. We'll play her video next. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out. You know what I mean?
Pretty girl to me. I'll just say this. City Boys up 200, baby. He up 200, baby. Get him, Steph. What they talking about,
you
guys?
Consider yourself a city boy?
I'm from the city.
No, I know from the city, but that's like a different way to move, like city boy. Do you consider yourself that?
I don't know what your version of city boy is, because you're a country girl to me. I'm from the city. Then City Boys up. Is Stephon Diggs City Boys?
Yeah.
Hey, City Boys up. I'm not down, but let's just say if she considers Stephon Diggs City Boys up.
Yeah, he definitely a city boy.
I guess you're right. Like, as you're describing it, I'm like, yeah, but when I hear city boys up, I'm like, ugh. But I guess
when they say city girls is up, you think like clock it. Yeah. It's clock it when city girls up.
Like that either.
Is it clock it? City girls, we up.
It is.
Sat down with Meg.
It is, but I don't like the whole city girl thing either. Like, I don't think you should just like what they say, get that bread, get that, then leave. I don't think like that. And so I guess it's the same. I don't know. I guess it's situational.
I just think the shit sounds cool. I'm from the city, so I figured I'm a city boy. I'm from a real city. Like, I'm not from where niggas be like, yo, let's go to the city. And then, like you say, you see a cow. Like, so I don't know. Whatever. Congrats, Stephon Diggs. I'm happy that you didn't get indicted for this, well, rather have to get found guilty of this shit, because you obviously have footage and proof. And listen, I don't want to not be insensitive either to the female who's involved in this. I don't know. I didn't really do the homework on it, but if I'm going off the clips of what I've seen and the evidence that I heard, I'm just saying City Boys up 200. I'm my bad, City Girls, if y'all felt like y'all got played in this scenario. But I don't know too much about it. So I just ended with City Boys up 200 because he won the case. And I seen the girl twerking after this was supposed to have happened. If somebody suffocated me.
Right after.
Yeah, somebody suffocated me. And what else she did? Suffocate, what else? Choke out?
Yeah.
I'm not getting up twerking.
Typical shit.
Yeah, I don't. When you look at the case and you look at the details and everything that has unfolded, it does look crazy on the girl's part. And I hate when things like that happen because
City Boys up.
No, I can't say that though. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm not going for all the City Boys stuff. But in this particular case,
she tried it.
In this case, that's what I'm talking about. City Boys up in this case.
She tried it.
I can't.
She tried it.
You just said this city.
It looks trifling. Like, the whole thing is crazy. I know. Like, and even her talking to. Just the whole thing looked crazy. I know Kim is.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That trial was wild as hell. Shorty came unprepared, dog. I don't understand it. You ain't got no evidence of nothing. No evidence. You basically incriminated yourself. You made yourself look more bad, and you were supposed to be the one that you were supposed to be the victim. He ended up looking like the victim more than anything.
It's like, girl, that's what I just said, and I get it. I understand. I'm just not saying City Boys up, but I don't know.
They was dating. He curved up, and then she said she wanted to be his chef, and she was seeing the other girls, and then you know how that go with women with their emotions. She got mad, and here we are.
They were saying it looked like she regretted following through with the whole thing because she didn't think it wasn't going to get that far.
Oh, see, you're not explaining that. That's his old.
That's what social media says.
I'm saying that's his old girl first before a chef.
They're saying they were messing around.
Yes.
Hey, City Boys up 1,000. Yo, matter of fact, I don't want to.
That's what happened. They started messing. Listen, bro. He pulled up in her DMs. Everything was smooth. They kicked it. He'd have busted down a few times. And then he's like, oh shit, you cook too? Bad. So now he's like, shit, I got a 2-for-1 special. I get to bust you down and you can cook for me with no strings attached. Say less. Let me go ahead. Listen, I'm gonna pay you $2 bands a month. I mean, $2 bands a week. $2 bands a week. $8,000 a month. But that should be like 64,000. What? Not 64. $84,000 a year. No, 82,000. No, hold on. What is that? Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me do the math. 86,000. Man, I'm just saying numbers. Let me do it. Let me do the math. 8,000, 12. Let me see. All right, bet $96,000 a year. $96,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Don't fuck you no more. Just be myself.
Yeah, it was one of those.
And yo, and handle all these bitches that's gonna be coming through.
And you know how that.
Hey yo, Cardi coming over. You know what she like.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Tuesday, nigga. Fix it up.
They getting bags and shoes, and she's not getting none.
Yeah, you getting paid to cook.
Yeah, she doesn't like that.
Yo, nigga smothered me.
Yeah,
nah,
he choked me.
Yeah, chill.
And on top of that, guess what? She thought she was the main one. She thought she had the main vein and thought that he wasn't gonna be fucking around with nobody else. And guess what? That shit went left. That's what happened, dog. And so she's like, "Oh, so you gonna do me like that? You just gonna be busting me down, and then you gonna be paying me $2,000 a week, and then you gonna." Because I thought I was the only one. Shit, shorty, nobody never said we was exclusive. I hired you to cook for me. And I bust you down from time to time. See, y'all be ladies, y'all be fucking it up sometimes. Let me be real. Now, hold on. Before I be real with y'all, let me be with the fellas. Fellas, I get it, man. Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. When you start to get some money in your pocket, you know, you start to be like, oh shit, you know, so I could touch shorty, you know what I'm saying? I can fuck with a little bit, let it in a little bit. But dog, y'all gotta be careful, bro. Y'all gotta be careful. Let these shorties know, man, what it is up front. Let them know if you fucking with somebody, bro. Let them know what is gonna be up front. Because in their head, if you don't ever say anything and you just busting them down, not a lot of times out of 10, they just gonna be like, you know what? In their head, they gonna think y'all in a relationship. There was no conversation before. There was no, oh, well, you know, I thought we were exclusive. No, we never had that conversation. That's why I'm gonna keep it real with you up front. Listen, you gotta do it, or you do your thing, or hey man, listen, I got something going on over here, you know what I'm saying? But I would love to keep it, you know what I'm saying, just a fun thing between you and me. If you cool with that, we can rock out. If you ain't cool with that, I understand. I'm gonna let you be on your merry way. Ball in your court. And be like, all I ask is you keep it P, you keep it G about what we got going on. Let's not do anything extra. We ain't gonna do nothing extra. I'm not gonna overstep any other bounds. Just understand the rules of engagement when you rocking with me. And if you're gonna engage with me, just understand the things that I got going on over here. You understand the things you got going on over there, and we keep it like that. But hey, that's just me.
City Girls down 2,000.
Look at that.
You get your money back for
lawyer fees.
Yeah, lawyer fees, 100%.
Bitch ain't got no money.
I think they should lock all women up who did that.
But see, the whole thing is this is the thing about that, right? I thought about that too, because some women admit they wrong after you in the middle of trial. She followed through with it. Now you should be able to press charges.
Yeah, you should lock her up.
So I agree. Now let me press charges on you. But some women will be like, yo, I was lying, this, that, third. If you do that, some of these women that get a guilty conscience in the middle will be like, nah, it's not worth going to jail. But I do think it should be a penalty for you trying to get me put in jail, that I could put you in jail.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. I think if they start to implement some sort of law where a woman, you know, they falsely accuse a man of doing something, assault, rape, or anything like that, I do believe and think that there needs to be some sort of law that if a woman gets caught lying, there needs to be some sort of penalty. You can't just get off scot-free. You can't. Because then you're gonna have a lot more women that you're gonna get more strategic with it, that you're gonna find a better way to frame it and angle it so that way they can get either money up out of you or get your ass into jail. There needs to be something. Because there have been too many cases. Because here's the thing. Because I know a lot of these women out here, they'll be, oh, well, you just hate women. No, this ain't about hate women. This is about actually protecting women. And here's why. Here's why I say that. Think about the women who are actually out here being assaulted and abused. Think about the women who are actually going through the shit that y'all trying to falsely accuse another man of doing, right? When those women go, or when these women try to go into the police station, they look at them crazy. Why? Because there have been many cases where these women have lied. And so they don't believe that the police officers are going to believe them. That's why a lot of them don't go in and they don't report shit. Because the real thing is we want to get the people who are actually doing the shit. The people who are actually out here harming women. Those are the ones we need to get off the street. But it's hard because a lot of y'all come in lying because you're emotional, because that dude was fucking with another chick and you got emotional because you thought you was the main one. You thought you was bigger than the program. You thought just because you thought your box was good enough that he wasn't gonna go and fuck nobody else. That's what you thought. That's what you thought. You thought just because he gave you a little opportunity, he took you on the trip. You know what I'm saying? You thought that was it, and you was gonna be the only one. Reality hit you, and now you upset. Now you feel embarrassed. Now you feeling played, but you already knew what it was. But now you're gonna go over here and try to. Now you're gonna go over here and try to lie on him and say that he manipulated me. He took advantage of me. Bullshit. You knew what you was getting into. You ain't dumb. You independent, right? So you should be smart enough to understand and have the discernment to know what's going on, or at least be able to observe what's going on. But you thought that you was hot shit, and you thought he was gonna change for you. Cap. And so y'all fuck it up for the women who are actually going through some real shit. And they're afraid to go to the police because they don't think the police are gonna report it. They're afraid to go to the police to report it. Because they don't think the police are gonna do anything. Because many people cry the wolf.
Let's fuck the fuck
So
up.
let me ask you another question though. Do y'all think that all the freaky stuff that came out, since y'all saying his reputation was
So let me go to this other portion real quick. Let me go to this other part.
And I did not expect to. So what happened this week with Stephon Diggs really pisses me off. And I did not expect to get this invested. I'll be honest. I got obsessed. I got locked into this trial. And what happened to him is a really big issue in the justice system. And I'm not even remotely exaggerating, because in this case, Mila Adams, who accused him of assault, heinous things, came into that courtroom with zero evidence. And I mean zero. I watched every single second. If there was a camera on in that courtroom, I was watching it. And she had absolutely nothing. This man lost endorsements. He's not on an NFL team right now. I can't imagine what's going on in his private life. And she took him to court for what? Because she wanted a payday? Because she was mad that he wasn't sleeping with her anymore? I don't know what the reason is, but what I do know is that in these situations where somebody comes in and accuses somebody of something really heinous with zero evidence, there should be consequences, because there are so many people who are telling the truth who don't get justice. And then in situations like this, and it was a spectacle, he's an NFL star, obviously is the father of Cardi B's child, so pop culture, all the things in the mix, and we're all paying attention to it, and it was a joke. Within 30 seconds of this woman's testimony, you could tell she was lying. And I just don't understand how these people can get away with it, because it's not like he needs her money. It's not like she can give him anything. His reputation's already taken a hit, and it was a joke. I mean, zero evidence. And it's bullshit. I'll be honest, it's bullshit.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I agree with her 110%, man. And that's another thing too. When you're dealing with somebody who is of a significance like a Stephon Diggs, you got to think about all the deals that he got going on, all the endorsements that he got going on, man. These dudes losing money off of this shit. But and again, this isn't to victim blame or no shit like that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these fellas, they got to be careful too, man. This is where that business with pleasure comes in. And this is why I was trying to tell Raw. This is why I was trying to tell Raw yesterday. Cause he talking about, man, niggas be busting down the bitch with the they still be busting down these fat bitches. I'm not saying that they don't, but this is why I'm saying it's more like it's better if you go and get you a shorty that's not as attractive, strictly focused on the business, right? She come there to cook, that's all she doing. She ain't attractive, she ain't your type, none of that shit. She ain't your type, ain't none of that. Because you talking about just doing some feminine shit, that's not always gonna turn every guy on, right? So go and get you one of them Sealy looking chicks, one of them Respucias who know how to cook, who really good at cooking, who knows exactly what you need in regards to your nutrition in order for you to be the best version that you can be for yourself, and you keep it at that. And also, a lot of these women as well, they need to be professional, or you just hire you a dude, hire you a guy, completely remove yourself from the fact of you getting a woman, hire a guy, so that way you ain't got to worry about nothing. He just focus strictly on your shit, strictly on your diet, and that's it. You keep it there, bro. So therefore, you know for sure you ain't gonna get caught up in no bullshit, man. Real talk. You ain't gonna get caught up in no bullshit. But at the end of the day, man, a lot of these women, they don't care, bro. They for self. She came in there being the dumb broad that she is, didn't understand how to operate business, talking about she going based off of what Buddy was saying. Oh, he said he was gonna pay me for my business. Where's the contract? Where did he state that in the contract? And where did he sign off saying that he would do that? Oh, you just going based off of his word. Sweetheart, that don't hold up in court. That don't hold up nowhere. That don't hold that hold as much water as a fucking paper bag. Means nothing. Especially when you bring it to court. You better have some documentation. You better have some signed paperwork that says, hey, he said he was gonna pay me $3 million for this business. And then he signed it right here on the dotted motherfucking line that he was gonna do it. It's crazy. Don't understand it, bro. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure y'all hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Y'all. Yo, how y'all feeling, man? Listen, y'all ain't engaging in the chat. What's wrong with y'all, man? What's going on with y'all? Y'all good? Chat, y'all good? I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds, man. Y'all good over there? Y'all straight? Don't have me over here talking to myself. Y'all straight? Let's see something real quick. Oh. Interesting. I just got in the house. Oh, you just got in the house? Okay. I got you. And had to make sure y'all were straight over there, man. Y'all got real quiet for a second. You got real quiet. I'm like, hold on now. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me see. All right, Betty. Nothing there. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and keep this train. Let's keep this train moving. Jason, Beatrice, good. You good? I'm just making sure y'all good, man. Cause y'all real quiet right now. Y'all real quiet. I don't like it. I don't like when y'all quiet. Make me feel like something going on over there in y'all space. Need to make sure y'all good over there. I want to make sure y'all straight. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go ahead and go to this next topic. So I know maybe some of y'all may be familiar, and then some people may not be, but Austin Rivers and Draymond Green have been going back and forth these past couple of days. talking about each other's accolades, and it started off with Austin Rivers pretty much saying that Draymond Green has a high IQ, but he's not the most important piece to the Golden State Warriors, right? And so I'm gonna look at this from I'm gonna take my basketball self out of this and try to look at it from an objective standpoint and try to look at it from all different angles while I give my thoughts and opinions. All right. So there's 3 different videos. So I'm gonna play the main video that started everything, then I'm gonna play Draymond Green's, and then I'm gonna play Austin Rivers' rebuttal to Draymond Green. All right. So bear with me. Make sure you support the channel. Super chat goal, $100. Cash App goal, $50. Make sure y'all support the channel. So let's go ahead and rock out.
That's not.
I'll leave you with this. Draymond Green on his podcast had this to say about his head coach, Steve Kerr.
Oh, man, I knew this was coming.
As much as he's done for me in basketball, a part of me think he's hindered me in my career and what I could have become. When KD came from 2016 on, I have not had a play in our playbook, not a single play that we run for me in our playbook. This is 2016. But if you're going to take one gripe and not be able to move past it for all the other things, then you're shallow as a person. That says more about you as a person than it does about Steve or whoever else in that instant. You got to take the good with the bad, man.
Can he be right in both cases that he wasn't featured at all? But, I mean, how do you feature Draymond Green?
Feature him doing what?
I don't know.
Feature him doing what?
I'm trying to be fair to the context of this.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's utter ridiculous. And you know what's shocking? Because Draymond has such a he has such a high IQ. That's a big part of his game is how smart of a basketball player he is. So it bewilders me that he even thinks like this, because it's like, Draymond, them taking a chance on you and them playing you and Steve putting you at the forefront of that offense, making you be the point forward and kind of the, letting allow you to have that voice and the freedom to have your, whether it's spasms or when he loses it, or to be the emotional leader of that team. Steve let him be who he was. So to hear he was hindered, especially Draymond's never been an offensive score juggernaut. He's left open 80% of the game. No one guards him. And because he's such a high IQ player, he's been able to take that and be a free screener for Steph, Clay. He's been this enforcer. He does all these things defensively to dominate. I don't know what way he was hindered and why they would ever draw up plays for you to score. You were never a scorer. In fact, the teams would have loved it. If you were shooting, it'd be much better than Steph not, or Clay or Kevin not. It's just ludicrous. I don't even know where he got this from. If Draymond was on another team in the NBA, I don't know what his career would have looked like.
He wouldn't be a Hall of Famer.
No. And that's not a slight to Draymond, because he is in the Hall of Fame. So it's like, take the fact that the guy that helped you get there is the guy you're saying hindered you. I don't understand I don't get it. Dre, and I love Dre. I love his competitive. I love everything about Dre. We got drafted in the same class. He's too smart of a basketball player to genuinely think this. There's no way. He's just too good and too smart of a basketball player.
All I know is Robert Horry was with us a couple of weeks ago. He said that he never had a play run for him. Now, that's one of the great clutch shooters in NBA history. And he said when he was with the Rockets, they never ran a play for him. He would have a legitimate gripe over Draymond.
Because he's offensively more forward. Draymond was a facilitator and a guy that just affects the game in ways, half of which don't even show up on the stat sheet.
Yep.
Robert Horry was a guy who affects the game by putting the ball in the basket.
Yeah.
And hit big shots. So he has a legitimate, like you said, argument to be like, man, can I get a play call for me? Can I get like a pick and pop? Can I get some type of play, quick action, where I can get a 3 off? Draymond is a guy that you would never draw up a play to get a post up, because he's not a post up player. He doesn't have post skills to score. And he's not a player you would draw up a play to hit a 3 or get a shot, because he's never been a high shooting percentage 3-point shooter or scorer. So I'm confused on what he wants drawn up for him. Maybe he wants a play drawn up for him to make a play because he can do that. He's one of the best point forwards of all time. But I don't know what he meant by that. It just seems so weird because Steve and him, I feel like Steve's really embraced Dre, the whole experience of Draymond, and let him be him and be, even though he's never been the first option. Think about this. The second option, the third option, the fourth option. When you talk about the leader of the team, he's been the number one option. To allow that and let that be and fester and grow, you have to give Steve credit for that. And it's worked. They got 4 rings out of it. So
okay, so let me go over here to Draymond Green, to his rebuttal to this video, because he got something to say.
I'm back and forth because I don't like to get in these back and forths because, quite honestly, guys that you usually get into the back and forths with, they become back and forths because it's like one of them like severely tips something this way and the other is just like kind of so far down that it kind of pulls you back a little bit. And so, speaking of Austin Rivers, I saw he said he's bewildered and it's ridiculous or what I said. And I just find it interesting that a guy who was the 10th pick in my draft, I was 35, who's on his second act, still on act 1, he goes, Draymond, never been a scorer. Austin, you and I averaged the same amount of points in high school. And I say high school because that's when you were at your best. And then in college, he was still good. He was very featured at Duke because NBA careers, should he really talk about my NBA career? I'm still with my first team. He was gone from his first team in 2 years. The guy received the biggest bailout in U.S. history prior to President Trump bailing out the airlines when his dad gave him $42 million. And I tip my hat to Doc. I pray that I can give DJ $200 million or give Deuce $250 million. I pray that I can do that one day. I love how people just go take the 15 seconds that they want to take and make it a headline. But I really enjoy watching Austin Rivers be bewildered.
Okay, so I watched the video. We all watched the video, right? And I got another video to play after this, but I just want to kind of point something out here. Let's be 110% honest. No matter, there are certain things that you can view. So as a hooper, right? As a former hooper myself, collegiate hooper, never played overseas, never played in the NBA. There's this thing called the eye test. This thing called the eye test, right? You can see who the big dogs are and who the big dogs are not. I'm sorry. I am not on any level depending on Draymond Green to give me a bucket as a coach. I'm not. That's not what you're there for. Also, let me state this. I don't think it was a slight that what Austin Rivers said. I think it was more so dog. What you talking about? It's more of, let's be realistic here. It's not a slight at you, it's not a shot at you, but based off of what you're saying, I'm responding to it. It's not a slight, it's a, what are you talking about? Because of the fact that nobody looks to you to score. You are, let's be real, you are a role player. You're not the main guy. You never was one. You never would be the main guy. That's just how the cards were dealt. Luckily, they didn't need to trade you. They didn't need to. You are, let's be real, you are a vital piece. You are a vital piece. Just like a Ginobili, a vital piece to that team. And nobody's taking that away from you. As a player, the role that you play, you did a phenomenal job in that role. And I like Draymond Green. But I think the talking that he does, it don't match the game. He talks as if he's an Anthony Edwards. You ain't that, dog. You ain't that. And we got to call a spade a spade. And that's not, it's not a slight at you. You are a Dennis Rodman. And to even be compared to a Dennis Rodman, that speaks volumes. Because Dennis Rodman was a key factor to the Detroit Pistons, the Spurs, and the Chicago Bulls. A key factor. Without Dennis Rodman, ain't no 6-0 Bulls. Let's be 110% clear about that. Without Draymond Green, y'all wouldn't have the Golden State Warriors would not have the rings that they have, despite how well Clay and Curry shoot. Despite that, because you were a key piece. But I think you got a little bit emotional. And you thought that he was throwing a slide at you because out of all people, Austin Rivers, so therefore you had to come back on the attack on him. When it wasn't like they should just took it, you should just took that to the chin. It's like, nah, bro, you know what? Let alone you shouldn't even respond to it. Just let him say what he say and just move the fuck on. But hey, I also understand too, it's media, it's entertainment, it's gonna draw shit. So therefore, you're gonna have your media attention, your media beast. You throw slight, I throw slight, we go back and forth, we create the content. I get it. But I don't think it was a slight by Austin Rivers though. So let's go to this rebuttal that Austin Rivers had to say.
Talk about Draymond, you were the luckiest basketball player I think I've ever seen, especially in modern day history. Let's talk about that. You were drafted to a franchise with a Hall of Fame front office, Bob Myers, Hall of Fame coach Steve Kerr, the greatest shooter of all time, and perhaps a top 5 player of all time, Steph Curry, Hall of Famer. One of the greatest shooters, top 5 shooter of all time, another Hall of Famer, Klay Thompson. The Swiss Army knife himself, the guy who could do a little bit of everything on the floor, Andre Iguodala, another Hall of Famer. I know, keep up. It's a lot of talent. Not to mention one of the most lethal scorers of all time and arguably a top 10 player of all time, Kevin Durant, the same guy you chased off because of this, your mouth. You talk too much. And that's not even counting the plethora of talent around those guys. The Sean Livingstons, the Barbosas, the Andrew Wiggins, the Jordan Pooles, who you also chased off. Cut it out. Draymond, you're the backpack jump shooter. You're the guy that everyone leaves open. No one guards you. There are hours and hours and hours of film of just you being left wide open. In fact, anybody can just YouTube or Google or watch any Draymond game ever, and he's open all game. There are clips of you getting a rebound and just driving in a straight line and just getting a wide open layup because everyone's fanning out to guard the actual talent on the team. Talking about Steve Kerr ended your career. Bro, Steve Kerr made your career. How dare you? Coming at me? Are you kidding me? I wish I could give my son $200 million if I was a coach. Yo, the NBA doesn't give coaching jobs to guys who may or may not sucker punch one of the players and staff. You need to fall back, Dre. Let's just be frenemies.
Hey.
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown.
Man.
Hold on, man. Hold on, bro.
Hey, listen. Austin Rivers cooked. Austin Rivers cooked. I ain't gonna hold you. He cooked them on that one. It is what it is. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification, man. I love this shit, bro. I love this content creation shit. I love this shit. I do. This shit's fun, man. It's just fun. It's interesting. You get to come in here and talk your talk. Make money doing it. Shit's fun. Shit's fun, man. I really love doing this shit. Fukari Ferry. Yeah. Let's get into it. There we go.
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man. 10 years, man, you're gonna have matching Benzes. 10 years. Thinking more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Shout out to you, Fukari Ferry, for the membership. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's top dog aura right there.
Facts. I appreciate you. All right, so what we got next? What we got next? Dang, do we want to get into the Stephen A, or do we want to go? Let me see. What time is it? 1:30? Yeah, we got some time. Let's get to it. Let's get into the Stephen A and Jason Whitlock situation. So Jason Whitlock did a rebuttal to Cam Newton in the Stephen A podcast, because Jason Whitlock saying that Stephen A, he's a liar, and he calling out Cam Newton, saying that Stephen A treated him like a little boy, saying that he was like his little slave. So so we gonna get into it, and then I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinions on it. All right, so that's what I got.
My mind. Cam, you should have called Jason, even though the D is silent. Peggy, you should have called me. No way. Y'all should have let Stephen A. Smith show up at Cam's home, Cam's studio, anywhere near Cam in Atlanta, and allow this 58-year-old delusional punk.
I dare you. Let's talk issues.
Talk to you the way he talked to you guys. And watch this when I play this clip. And Cam, it pains me to do this. You know I like you. I came on your show. I treated you with respect. We had our disagreements, but I did not treat you like you were beneath me.
All right. What I'm saying to you is, with that being said,
that you were some boy that I was punking. Stephen A. did that. And you said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I was like, holy cow, play the clip.
I am in no way saying you shouldn't have spoken to Whitlock. I don't care if anybody talk to Whitlock all they want to. All I'm saying is that if you don't bring up my name, ask those questions.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Nothing else.
Yes, sir.
Y'all caught that, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Toby B.
Good nigga from Massa. Good nigga.
Maybe you think.
Hold on, hold on, bro.
Hold on, man. Hold on, bro.
Jason, bro, chill. Listen, bro, that's a form of respect, dog. Cam Newton is what? 37, 38 years old, 39, I think. Stephen A. Smith, 50-something years old, 57 years old, man, going on 60. That's an elder to him. That's still his elder, dog. So yes, sir, that's just a form of respect. Don't be doing that, Jason Whitlock. You know better, bro. Don't be doing that shit. And plus, Cam Newton from the South, so he already gonna put that yes, sir, put that respect on his name. Yes, sir. So don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
That's great advice from Stephen A. But Stephen A. does not tell any grown man who he can talk to, who he can't talk to.
Yeah, Cam
and you just sit there and nod your head, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, Cam
I get it. You want that paycheck from ESPN and First Take. I get it. If the man respected
you, me and Cam Newton the same
in
age,
any way,
he 36.
Y'all would have had that conversation off air, in private. Hey, Cam, this is what I expect you to do. But bring you on camera and doing that out in front of everybody.
I gotta do more, man.
He just
He's 36, man. I gotta do more. Fuck that. I can't be 36. Me and him the same age, and he out here killing it. Nah, fam. Fuck that. I gotta get these millions. Fuck that.
Escalated you. What are you doing? If that's the stipulation, like, nah, man, I'm good. And look, maybe you're not good. Maybe you made a couple $100 million, you've blown through it. I don't know. But Lord have mercy, don't let Stephen A. do that to you, because now that licensed him to do what he did to you and Peggy moments later. Let's play the clip.
Where's my man Peggy at? Because I want to look at him when I'm seeing this shit too. Get over here, bro. I want to see you. I want to see you when I'm talking, because I want to look in one direction. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
Dog, Jason Whitlock is wrong.
Just pointing.
Jason, you wrong as fuck for this, bro. You wrong, dog. That ain't what this is, dog.
At Peggy, a grown man with a wife. Get over here. Get over here. Yeah, I want to look at you when I'm talking to you. and then turned around later in the interview, I respect you.
I'm saying to you and your man, who I respect, by the way, you know that.
No, you don't. Liar! You don't respect Cam or Peggy. No way you put these grown men. I'm pretty sure Peggy just got married. He got a wife. Cam got kids out the yin yang. These guys have reputations and brands, and Stephen A is talking to them like they're children.
From now on, everybody's gonna start pulling their weight around here. Do you understand me?
Cam is 6'5", 255 pounds, still in great football shape. I don't know what Peggy is, but I know what Stephen A. Smith is. A little punk that weighs about 170 pounds, stayed on the front porch as a kid, was ridiculed as a kid, and y'all letting him talk to y'all like he's Michael Corleone? He's directing you like a little pet animal? Come stand over here? What are y'all doing? And this is classic. This is the definition of Negro wrangling. And that's why I'm Jason Unchained today.
The D is silent.
There's one thing I don't like is a Negro wrangler.
Bruh.
Somebody who thinks it's their job to tell another black man what he should think and do when that black man ain't done a dang thing to harm anybody. Look, if Cam and Peggy had done something illegal, out of line, totally disrespectful, they asked a question of me. What's your beef with Stephen A. Smith? I answered the question somewhat reluctantly, but I answered the question. And now Stephen A., because he can't fight his own fights, is telling Cam Newton and Peggy how to fight for him. This is a punk. There's no other way around it. This is Steven from Django doing the bidding of Disney and Bob Iger and the people that cut his check. But I'm the bad guy. I'm this Negro wrangler, clear as day, but I'm the bad guy. Y'all got to be kidding me. Y'all got to be kidding me. Now, this next thing, we're now getting to the good part of this interview because Stephen A. starts getting defensive about the things that I've said about him. And he's appropriately Negro wrangled Cam Newton to just sit there and nod his head and, yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
That dude's so stupid,
and
bro.
And so Cam is yes, son, and he's been told that's his job. Now Stephen A. is in position to start unpacking his delusion. Listen to this.
First of all, I had a shitty college career. Let's get that out the way. Cracked my kneecap in half pretty much as soon as I got there. It was over. I said on countless occasions, I had 17 straight three-pointers. I never did it before. I never did it since. I mean, damn. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? Clearly, I didn't. Shit, I'm in the Hall of Fame for the CIAA. It clearly isn't because of basketball, because of my academics. It's because of what I've accomplished. You see what I'm saying? So if you grew up in Indiana or wherever it is that he grew up in, and you talking about what I did in New York 40 years ago, Cam don't have to know the facts to ask, how would you know that? Were you there? What did you see? You know, when you sit up there and say you did his research, yo, bro, why are you doing such research? Why are you riding him like that?
I'm riding Stephen A. because he's a pathological liar. And he just unpacked some pathological lies right in front of Cam Newton. And if he hadn't Negro wrangled Cam first, Cam would be clear-eyed enough and clear-headed enough to go, well, how does he know? He knows because of the way you're unpacking the story. It has to be a lie. Cam.
Tag coach, what's good with you, big dog?
You've been involved in the sports world, Cam, for 30 plus years. 30 plus years. Pee-wee, junior high, high school, junior college, NFL. You know a bunch of athletes. You know basketball, you know football, you know baseball. Cam, have you ever heard of an athlete cracking his kneecap in half? Who talks that way? Any athlete Have you ever heard any? Yeah, I cracked my kneecap in half. There's all these NFL games, 100 years of professional football, 120 years of college football. Who's cracked their kneecap in half? We can go basketball. Who's cracked their kneecap in half? That's not the way athletes talk. That's the way people that don't know sports have no real connection.
I don't know, Jason Whitlock. I don't know on that aspect, big dog. 30-some years ago, you know what I'm saying? We know Stephen A ain't played in pro ball. We know Stephen A ain't played college ball. We understand this. So I'm not gonna sit here and crucify him because he said I cracked my kneecap. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Because we don't know. Regardless of the lingo of what he said, I get it. I hear it. But I'm not gonna crucify him because I can't necessarily 110% prove that he didn't play at all. And I think that kind of goes to the point of I'm not going to take away anything that Stephen A has worked his ass off to get. He worked his ass off to get to the point that he's at. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Regardless of whatever beef y'all are or whatever you trying to do to trigger, I'm not gonna do that. Do you believe Stephen A. Smith made 17 threes in a row at a random practice and got offered a scholarship on the spot? Listen. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna be honest with you, Tech Coach Ralph. In my honest, going into my Hooper mind frame, just so y'all know, I wanna show y'all something. Before I answer that question, I gotta show y'all something because I think y'all think I'd be lying. I think y'all think I'd be lying. He said it's yes or no question. Hold on, give me a second, Tech Coach. Give me a second. 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 Give me a second, bro. Give me a second. Chill out. Chill out. Just give me a quick second. I gotta see something. Oh shit. All right. Let me see. Let me see something real quick. Where is it at? Where's it at? Is that the one? Give me a sec. I gotta pull up something real quick. I gotta pull up something real quick. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Oh shit! Hold up. Who was it? Who was it? There we go. I think that's the one. All right, is this the one? Versus. That's not the one. I'm trying to get there. Hold on, I'm coming. I am coming. That was bullshit. That ain't give me that one. But is this one? All right, so just for reference, just so y'all know, I just don't be talking shit, right? I know a little bit about a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know, Courtney, 18 points, Courtney with 16 points. You know what I'm saying? I know a little bit about a little bit. I'm not gonna say I played D1 ball, but you know, I played a little bit of something. I did a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Number 2 at this joint, you know what I'm talking about? What was that? What's my other one? You know what I'm saying? I was doing a little something. Out here, number 2 type shit. Nah, I ain't putting that. I was putting on the highlight, just some little pictures and shit. But to answer your question, do I believe that he hit 17 and then he got offered a scholarship? The Hooper in me says no. I don't believe that. Because I've never in my life, nigga, and I'm a shooter, I'm a scorer, and I've never seen no shit like that before. However, because I am a person that because I don't see the evidence, I've never seen it before. And I can't confirm or deny that it actually happened, nor can he. Well, I mean, I don't know if he can confirm or deny. I don't know. But because I can't confirm or deny, I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. That's my answer. That's my answer. So it's a yes and a no. I do believe it because it could be possible, but at the same time, the Hooper side of me, after seeing how that form that he got, I'm like, I don't know, big dog. But I do have to realize that the time that he was in too. So I have to take all of that into consideration. So I don't know, dog.
The sports.
So
That's
I'm on
how
the fence.
They talk. I cracked my kneecap in half. Cam, look. You cracked your kneecap in half?
No, see, here you go. Ted Coach. Hold on, what you mean? Why I don't give women the benefit of the doubt? What you mean? What you mean? In regards to what? Give them the benefit of the doubt in regards to what?
A 6-inch screw in it to put it back together? A screw that Stephen A. claims they've never taken out? You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that's a lie. And then once you spot that lie, because again, everybody but Stephen A. has street smarts. Stephen A. has none because he wasn't allowed out in the streets. But he has no street smarts. And so when you hear someone tell a lie that they don't have to tell, you start questioning everything about them. Well, how many other lies are they telling? And then when you look, 17 straight 3-pointers? Steph Curry is the greatest shooter we've ever seen. You ever heard of him hitting 17 straight 3-pointers? In a practice, in a game? Anybody tell Dale Curry? Michael Jordan? Larry Bird? Anybody? Kobe Bryant?
I mean,
17 straight threes? You think you got to be some kind of great journalist, some kind of great investigator to know that this man is lying?
I could say the same thing for Stephon Diggs, chick, but here's the caveat though. We know that a lot of them be lying. So we can give them the bit, but that's the thing. I did give them the benefit of the doubt. I said for the ones who be lying, because there are women out here who actually go through some shit. So I did give them the benefit of the doubt. I did. But I said Shorty ain't got no evidence, nor does Stephen A. Smith. So that's why I said the Hooper in me It's like, fuck no. That's cap. But also, I also have seen people hit a lot of threes too. It could just be a day. That can be a possible thing. The 17 3-pointers, I can believe that. The scholarship part is what I don't believe. I didn't hit 17 threes. I didn't hit 10 threes straight before. Not in no game. Practice, yes, 100%. Not in no game. I'll be lying. I'll be lying to you. You feel me? So, no, what up? No, you ain't finna get me, dog. Yeah, I've heard of Steph hitting a lot of threes, Klay Thompson, KD. There's a lot of people who can hit a lot of threes in practice. I just don't believe the scholarship factor. And the same thing with the woman. Guess what? I know that there are women out here who go through some shit. But I'm hitting the pause button. It's the same thing. It's kind of the same reserve that I got for Stephen A. It's like, bro, I mean, the hooper in me says, yeah, it could be possible, but I'm hitting the pause button. I just ain't gonna directly believe you. I'm just not gonna straight out believe you just because you told me. So it's the same thing. So listen, I'm on my square, dog. I'm on my square with this. What you mean? I'm on my square with this. I don't have my foot on their necks. I don't. He said that dies better than the Matrix. Oh man. Nah, I believe. Listen, bro, it's possible. It's possible that he did it in practice, but I don't believe the scholarship shit. I don't believe that. It said only long-term rods you can keep in your body are fusion rods. Now, see, I ain't know nothing about that. See, that's where you would get me because I wouldn't know about that.
Man told this story in his book and in interviews that he drove down to Winston-Salem in the middle of their season and scrimmaged against them. Showed up on a Sunday. They played on a Saturday. He shows up on a Sunday for a scrimmage during the season. This is a lie. Anybody with a brain knows it.
That's pretty bad, though. If you play
don't have to be Bob
Woodward,
or Woodward and Bernstein or whoever Walter Cronkite or whoever you think the greatest journalist is in the history of journalism to figure out this man is lying. And why does he have to lie? Makes no sense, Cam. But you've been Negro wrangled.
Negro wrangled.
And he Negro wrangled you and Peggy to send out a message to the rest of the Negroes. I control what's said about me. I get to decide who you get to engage with. You're not a man. You answer to me, Stephen A. I'm the overseer. Have you seen the movie Django? Do you understand the plot? Do you know what Stephen's job was? To make sure the Negroes said what Massa wanted said. To make sure the Negroes all thought the same thing. That's why Django's here. And that's why I brought my...
So they saying they got... So basically what Jason Whitlock trying to say is Stephen A got a leash on him. And Stephen A being controlled. And he controlling the Negroes. He said, and nobody triggers Stephen A. Smith like Jason Whitlock does. Never seen him mad at anyone else like that. Listen, that shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Jason Whitlock funny as fuck. Cause he know what he be doing. He know what he be doing. Jason know what he be doing, dog. And he know, and that's the thing. He know he be getting up under their skin too. He know it. That's why he keep doing it. He keep getting up under their skin. He'll say some shit. He be saying some shit in there to get up under their skin. Jason Whitlock says that he's installed. Bro, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. He is funny, bro. He is funny. Sometimes he be saying some out of pocket shit, but overall, He is funny as hell, dog. He is funny as shit. Man, but make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these 2 videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all support the channel too. Super chat goal $100. Cash app goal $50. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? He said he want me with that peanut butter skin. Oh yeah, with Joy Taylor. that peanut butter skin. I was surprised he pulled up on AD's show a few years ago. Yeah. He cold. He cold for that. AD be having some connects for real, man. Of course, he ain't gonna tell everybody about his connection, but he got some connects for real. He got some connects. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, dog. Pretty dope. All right, so what we got? What's the next? You know what? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into this 2K and Jazz. Let's get into 2K and Jazz. I don't know why I wanted to talk about it. I just saw 2K and I saw Jazz. I said, this should be interesting. This should be interesting because I don't know what they're talking about. I guess it's just hyper independence, and they started going back and forth on it. All right. So, but before I do, hold on. He said, they had never met at the time, but AD was antagonizing him, and he pulled up. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. That's the move. All right, so let me go ahead and play this video again. Super chat goal 100, cash out goal $50. Make sure y'all support the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it.
And there, met some guys who've had it early, but I would think around 30 is the right age.
Yeah. Okay, man. This comment right here summed up my thought. I just read it. The fact that Michelle Obama didn't correct the ignorance, the ignorance is concerning. As Black men and women, we have to be able to identify value in each other outside of finances and material provisions.
Did you say ignorance?
Ignorance. Excuse me.
Ignorance.
Yeah,
ignorance.
All right,
It's okay. It's okay, G.
Don't get caught up on the semantics. Don't get caught up on the semantics, okay? So with that being said, I want to know, is this killing the Black family, right? Is hyper independence of the Black woman helping the Black families, or is it hurting the Black families? Jazz, I want to go with you first, Jazz. I got to defer to the experts.
Well, I kind of missed the first part.
My fault.
I'm the expert.
Yeah.
I kind of missed the first part of that conversation, but just to
My
answer your
dog,
question,
what's up with you?
I think for so long men kind of attach their value and how much they can do for a woman, and when a woman doesn't need them to do for them, they kind of lost and don't know how to show up as a man relationship with a woman that can hold her own. And so it puts out this, her, being independent is destroying us because you're not independent, because if you're independent, then what do I do as a man? I don't think anybody should be intimidated or looking at a woman that can hold her own as a negative, when that can be a asset to you. I not look at it as something that you can operate with. You got her independence, you have yours, y'all can come together and build off that. Clearly you are smart and intelligent enough to go get your own money and pursue your own things. Are better than one. Why does one person have to dumb themselves down for the other one to feel good about themselves?
Yeah, good try. I said good try. But the question was, is hyper independent women helping the Black community or hurting the Black community? That was the question. Not all that word salad you just gave us.
I would think they're helping, because if a woman is independent, she is actively working, she's contributing to society, right?
Right.
She probably is
not right.
she's So they're not, when women work, they're not contributing to.
I don't think that that's the the contribution that we need from women. Okay, we don't need more workers.
Contribution?
TK
Oh, so
funny as
only
hell,
women
bro.
shouldn't work
No,
because
no, no.
they're women?
I don't think. No, I'm not saying that y'all shouldn't work. I'm saying y'all contribution to working hasn't helped the black community. So, do you think that women? Do you think that black women working is a net positive or a net negative? Since y'all
It's a net positive because there are kids out here that need to be taken care of. There are a lot of black teachers.
When you at work, when you at work,
kids.
when you at work,
Black
who taking
women
care of the
that have
kids?
Daycare centers. Wait a minute. There are a lot of black independent women that own daycare centers that help community babies at daycare center. Women working is a contribution to all of society, but especially the black community. And if it's not, then what would be a contributing factor that women could add to the then? If it ain't us working just doesn't help nothing at all.
Hold on. Hold on. I want to go back to this comment that Kelly Corinne show said. She said it's helping. We're able to make more money to support the family while you men keep getting locked up.
What? Yeah. Man, look at hell no.
So that leads me to ask a question. What kind of niggas y'all dealing with that you feel as if y'all gotta go to work and these niggas getting locked up? What type of men are you dating? That's a valid question. Based off of that comment, that means that tells me that again, y'all are not picking the proper men. You picking the degenerates of society. You aren't picking the men that aren't the ones that's going to jail. That's a clear distinction. She said it's helping. We're able to make more money to support the family while you men keep getting locked up. I ain't never been locked up before. And I'm pretty sure there's many other men out here who ain't been locked up before. So what does that tell me? That tells me the type of men that y'all are out here actually dating. Uh-oh.
Ain't us working. Working just doesn't help nothing at all, right? We just are drains on society. We are the number one in healthcare work, number one.
Look at God.
One in elderly.
Such a good.
My dog, No Cat says, how's the brokest demographic in the country doing better than the working man? Choose an actual man and he's not getting locked up. Exactly. Exactly. The men who are actually out here doing things and contributing members to society, they ain't out here getting locked up, man. They out here, they got too many things going on. They're too focused and they're being responsible. They're making shit happen. They ain't got time for that. They ain't got time for all the degenerate behavior. They're out here taking care of business. So who the fuck are y'all actually out here dating? That's more telling on y'all than it is the men.
Oh.
God is good.
Y'all gotta get Ethernet internet. I don't know why y'all don't
Number
get
one
Ethernet.
in teaching.
You haven't seen her.
If nothing. Oh, am I frozen? Oh shit.
Yeah, it must be storming out there.
I'm just gonna be a lame then. Listen, I would gladly be a lame. You hear me, Tech Coach Rap? I would gladly be a lame. Oh, you ain't never been to jail? Facts. I'm proud of that too. Yes, facts. Yeah, facts. I haven't. But here's the thing though, for the men who have been, and for those who got out and then they changed their lives around and now they're being contributing members of society, I then bring them over to our side. Like, I bet, listen, they went, they did their time, they came back, different man, they ain't on that same degenerate behavior, they made changes in their life. Now they're progressing. They're doing things that they're supposed to do. I bet we moving forward.
It is, Black. It is sort of.
Go out and come back in. That's God trying to punish you.
That shit was funny.
It is nice.
Shut the fuck up. Go out and come back in, Jazz.
I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay. It's that Obama
Man,
Wi-Fi, man. You can't trust it.
It is not. It is not helping. It is not helping us at all. Just historically and statistically, just by y'all being quote unquote being on y'all shit, the black community as far as marriage has been declining.
Thank you.
Like for y'all to be like, I'm independent. I'm going to school instead of like on one out of 3 women. 1 out of 4 women are getting married nowadays, and that's bad. That's bad. Just because y'all want to be independent on y'all shit.
It's
so
overall
just off the numbers. Why? Just off numbers. It's not helping in general. You can't argue. You can't argue with the numbers.
No, so fuck the numbers. I base my life.
You
off
can't
of,
fuck. You can't say fuck the numbers.
I can't.
Now.
I say fuck the numbers all the time. I base my life off.
Good now?
Yeah, you excellent now.
That nigga 2K. That 2K remind me of Unbiasedly Raw, bro. This nigga said, "Fuck the numbers." What you mean? That's a big factor.
Yeah, I base my numbers off of what I can see. Well, I base my ass off of what I can see.
So it's
it's
an anecdotal experience.
With the whole women going to work trying to make more money, that was a selfish. That was a selfish stake that women did. All right, let me tell you why. Because when women decided to go to work for no other reason than to be fake independent, they took away.
All right, so hold up. Hey y'all, I'm gonna continue to play it. I ain't gonna pause it. I just gotta ask y'all a question. Should we get Jazz on our show for Friday? I'm gonna let y'all answer that. Should we get Jazz on our show Friday? If y'all say no, I'm gonna leave it alone. If y'all say yes, we'll attempt to get her on. Even though it's gonna be a show. But should I get her on? What y'all think? I'm gonna let y'all answer it though. I'm gonna let y'all answer it.
Way resources from the children. Now you don't got nobody there who's there teaching ideologies of the family.
It's a good question.
Now you got the kids dumb as fuck. You as the mother, you are the one who's responsible for the feeding the kids, the nutrition.
The father is not responsible.
The father role was defined and it ain't changed since. Okay.
Oh, the father role was only to go to work.
And look, and get Mimi on here too at the same time. What you think? Boy. Hey, listen. Hey, Fair, if you want to come on, you can. I know Marcus told me that you was trying to come on. If you want to come on, you can. Hit me up on IG. Hit me up on IG. Listen, you can come on. I'm ready. Listen, I'm with it. And Coach Roberts, I'm calling in sick. Listen, if we could get, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I can get both of them, if I get Mimi on and Jazz on at the same time, woohoo, boy, it's gonna be a shit. All right, listen, it ain't gonna be a shit show, but we're gonna have to have a conversation before the live start. You're gonna have to have a conversation. You're gonna have to have a conversation, boy.
Work and go home and go to sleep. Not to real kids. Not to
no. I'm not saying. Hello, Jazz. Hello. I'm not saying that it don't happen.
I thought that take coach.
Okay, because the fathers definitely do some of these things. But listen, I'm telling you, you guys had a role, but you guys chose to abandon y'all role to try to do what the man do, and now the kids are left to suffer. Since y'all have started working at the rate that y'all working, you can literally see the decline from the fucking children.
It's interesting you say that because before women were able to enter the workspace, children were extremely remedial. Children were lacking. Yeah, if you look up the history when women were left out of the workforce and weren't able to teach, children were stagnant. They were not excelling. It wasn't until women No, it's not cap. It's actual historical facts and data that back this up. But I don't understand historical. No, it's not cap. It's actual. Children were stagnant. They were left out of the workforce and weren't able to teach. Children were stagnant. They were not excelling. It wasn't until women
What are you talking about? What most of them being homeschooled anyway? What's she talking about?
No, it's not cap. It's actual historical facts and data that back this up. But I don't understand. So what would
they're more remedial now than anything. How many people now are claiming that they ADHD, dyslexic, now can't read, don't know how to pronounce words, can't even write in cursive? That's now. What are we talking about? What's she talking about?
rather see? Are you saying that you
to this day, motherfuckers still can't read past the 3rd grade level? To this day.
would rather see all women just leave the workforce, go back into the home, and then all the responsibility is on these men to make all the money to raise their families and to raise their kids, and then women need to be no, that's ridiculous. Because
the only reason
are more men going to step up and become elderly care workers? Because y'all are not doing that.
It'll be more jobs.
And if y'all are so smart, why don't more? If y'all are the better teachers, then why don't more men become actual teachers for preschoolers? For
because what she see, this is where Jazz gets it fucked up. She's trying to intertwine the two. When you talk about book education versus actual education in the real world, it's two different things. I know a lot of people who are book smart, but they don't have street smarts at all. They don't have the common sense at all. They're green as fuck. Teaching life lessons versus book lessons are two different things. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Teaching somebody how to sit down and memorize words and regurgitate words just to put it down on the test and remember words from a test that from a book that you read, it's not the same thing as life lessons and the things that your father has experienced and that he could teach you so that way you can not experience the same exact things that he has experienced in life. It's to guide you. It's to guide you on a certain path, which is to progress, improve, do better than he was. Okay, so this is where I messed up. When I got to this point in my life, this is where I messed up. And so this is how I can help you because I've already seen it. I already seen how this plays out. So therefore, instead of going this way, you go this way. Because I already went down this path, and that ain't the path you want to go down. So let's go down this path so that way you can stay on the straight and narrow, and I can take you as far as I can go. Now, once I get you to that point of the place where I got to, now you get to learn now because I've built this foundation for you. Now you have to learn. Now you have to be a man and learn these things on your own. There's certain things you still got to learn on your own. But I gave you the tools and the foundations for you to succeed. That's how they teach you. Not through fucking books, not through school education and sitting down and letting somebody write on the fucking chalkboard. It's not the same teaching.
There ain't no money.
Because and you don't want grown. You don't want these.
So you only care about the community if you can financially benefit.
No, nobody said that. You said that.
No, that's what Black just said.
No, Black said because it ain't no money.
He just said ain't no money in teaching.
Yes,
so
that's not him caring about.
Ain't no money in teaching. So men don't want to do it, but you expect a woman to do so for free.
No. First of all, God damn it, if all the women were at home, y'all could teach our own motherfucking kids. You wouldn't need somebody to teach them for you. All right. Second of all, if there was a school, you don't want a bunch of men at the school with your kids, would you?
Why not?
Because you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Why not?
Would you take your children?
Would you want your daughter in the school where there's just a bunch of men?
No, I wouldn't.
Look at her. See, look. Jazz, that's the shit that irritates me. That's the shit that irritates me. She's not gonna answer it straight because she already know. Because now she's trying to flip it back on him. Well, what you mean? What you mean? So what you mean? Would you want your daughters at school with a bunch of men? No. I'm asking you. Would you want that? See, Jazz. That's the shit that scuffs my Air Force Ones. That's the shit that gets me, bro.
No. I just wouldn't.
Why is that?
Because that's odd. It just don't happen. The same
Men are
reason
so
why you won't
great
want
and
your
safe.
children at a daycare full of men. It's just
men
odd.
are so great and safe. Why wouldn't you want your daughter?
And
around
there
a
are
bunch of
some men that are not. I'm benevolent enough to know that.
But
I'm
it's
not
just a
saying that
small
all
amount of
men are
men.
good. All women ain't
But
good.
it's just a small amount of bad men,
Okay,
though, right?
listen.
So why do we got to do all this extra protection?
I'm not going to acknowledge the fact that a lot of these women are getting caught fucking with these little boys because that shit rarely
also an
happens.
issue.
So I'm not going to acknowledge that like that's the norm. Okay, I'm not. But what I'm saying is, Jazz, as I continue to bust your ass, that yes, I am. That the women, because of y'all hyper independency or feel a fake need to feel like y'all are independent, has been a net negative for the Black community. The little kids right now are dumb as fuck, unattended, not nutritioned, and it's all y'all fault because y'all wanted to jump in the lane and try to make money like a man.
I know. Oh my God!
Y'all left the kids vulnerable.
Because you sound like a misogynist right now. So you're saying that making money and going to work is only supposed to be for men.
No, I'm not. But I'm
saying you voting no. Okay, all right, cool. You voted no. I bet. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm taking y'all answers into consideration. Should I have Jazz on the show? So I got one no so far. I got one no.
And we had a clear role. We had a clear role. Y'all jumped ship.
So why are you saying women wanted to go and make money like a man when making money is not gender specific?
Because y'all had a clear role. Y'all left the kids vulnerable.
And that role is up. But I know plenty of successful families that both work, that both contribute, and they both take the time to rear their children at home, even outside of school. But what I'm hearing is you want all the responsibility on women, but without having any type of safety. You don't want women to make their own money. You don't want women to work because you feel like all the responsibility when it comes to children should be on women and women alone.
No, I'm not saying
responsibility. No, yes, you are. Because while we're at home with the kids, what is a man doing? His role is what? Outside the house, right? And then when he come home, he still don't have no role in the house, right? Because
yes, he do.
He worked all day. He's not supposed to clean up after himself. He's not supposed to clean up after his kids. He's not supposed to help with the homework. It's all about the women, right?
I'm on record saying that women do not raise kids. They maintain them. So of course, the daddies are needed for the raising. So when dad do come home, he will be helping with the kids. But the majority of the front loaded shit, we need you there for. The goddamn kitchen is the kids' first hospital.
Why can't it be balanced? Why can't it be balanced?
That is balanced.
No, it's not.
If we got to be honest, the dad might do a little bit more.
Listen, just because a woman is sick, because there are a lot of women who don't work and be at home with their kids all day, and their kids still be dumb as fuck. Can't read. Still can't. Oh, I know. They're out here. There are a lot of stay-at-home moms or women who just don't work, right? And put an iPad in front of their kid and call that raising their kid. And the kid has no social skills, can't articulate themselves clearly, not reaching certain milestones. Just because a parent is there all the time doesn't mean that they're actually parenting. I think it needs to be more of a focus on the way you parent your kid, the time that you're putting into rearing your kid, than saying that the only reason why these kids are falling behind. Wait a minute. To say that the only reason why these kids are falling behind is because all the women are in the workplace.
So Jay,
that's ridiculous.
If it's about the timing that you put in with the kids, do you think working 8 hours for another man is helping the kids out? Don't you think that
her boss is a man? There are a lot of women out here that work for
but do you think working 8 hours for anybody is helping your kids out?
I think ideally, of course, in a perfect world, that isn't under capitalism, where in an economy,
Jazz, we are in a capitalistic state. Get over.
So that's why we all gotta work.
Hey, y'all.
So that's why we all gotta work, because these men.
I do 2 hours arguing with Jazz. I don't give a fuck.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, Tech Coach Rob? I'm not under. Yeah, man, boy. I'll be over here just like this, bro. What is going on right now? What is he talking about?
Wait a minute. Can we ask Kai's perspective? Because she ain't even jumped on this.
Hey, man, Kai better jump in. Hey, don't pause the conversation for Kai. She better jump in.
I'll be quiet.
You better put on your big girl pants.
And 2K.
I'll be quiet.
What we not see now take us route. No, what we not about to do. That's what we not about to do. I ain't dodged the question. I answered the question, bro. I gave it to you from a different perspective, though. I gave you the answer, though. I gave you the answer. I don't be having my foot on the woman's necks. I don't.
Don't defer.
No, Jay, you're good.
Don't defer.
I'm listening.
Hey, God. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm talking to Jazz. I'm talking to Jazz because Jazz is on pure bullshit. You can't look at the black community and say since women went to work, the community is in a net positive. That's fucking bullshit. The kids are killing each other even more.
Are you saying the only reason why the black community is in a net negative is because black women went to work?
I'm saying y'all got to
say that.
Listen, I'm saying this. Y'all got the only roles that didn't change. Y'all are the only thing that has changed.
Go to work all the time. What are you talking about?
That's the only variable that has changed.
Go to work all the time. White women literally start their own businesses
and their kids shoot up schools. Fuck them.
No, it's not. That's not. Oh my God. Yeah, that happens a lot within that, but that doesn't mean because they mamas went to work.
I'm not talking about Timmy. I'm talking about Raekwon.
No, you sound stupid.
Okay.
You're not even looking at the actual systemic factors that affected our communities and communities alone, and putting all the blame on the deficit of our community.
So Jazz, tell me
some misogynist bullshit.
This ain't no misogynist shit, nothing. Tell me the good things. Hold on. So Jazz, tell me the positives that has came since women have started working for the kids.
The positives of women working is that they're
for the kids.
Women are able to put food on the table for their kids. They're able to keep the housing, the light, the everything, to put their kids into school. What are you talking about? Why are y'all making it seem like that every single black woman with a child that goes to work turns out to be a remedial or so? That's not. There's no data or facts to prove that at all whatsoever. What you do see are women contributing into their households. If they are single mothers, they have to go to work.
Okay,
what do you expect a woman to do? What do you expect a woman to do when she has kids to take care of and there's no man around? Oh, it's her fault because she chose the wrong man, right?
I don't say that.
Yeah, but the women are leaving.
Never mind the fact that the fathers just be abandoning their kids.
But no. It's the hyper independency. Why nigga?
What is she supposed to do if she's a single woman and has to take care of kids?
So let's break this shit down, Jazz. Right?
And what is a woman to do if she doesn't have a kid? Is she not supposed to be independent?
So listen, everybody loves to be needed. Okay? Me, you, Kai, black. No, that's not only men. Women like to be needed. Men like to be needed, right? No. We like to go where we're needed the most.
When a man needs a woman, that can turn deadly.
When men like to be needed, women like to be needed. That is a basic human characteristic. That's just a fact. Okay? So if you over here, Miss Independent, is telling me how much you don't need me, why in the fuck would I stay when I can go somewhere that I am more needed? If I told you as a woman that I don't need you, why would you stay with me? And I'm telling you how much I don't need you.
It's the fact that you can only feel like a man when a woman is broke and destitute. You're literally saying like, you're independent. You don't need me. No, I don't need you to survive. But why is that a deal breaker for you? Why do you need a woman out here with her hands? Because if a woman was out here like, I ain't paying none of my bills, hand out, you got to pay everything my way. I need you. That's also going to be a problem. Then she's a gold digger.
What the fuck? These fuck. Jazz so extreme, bro. She's so extreme. All this shit is so extreme, dog. Most relationships, most black, if we want to keep it, because since they don't want to talk about white people, because white people work too, there are many relationships where the men and women are working in the white community, in the black community, in the Hispanic, Hispanic community, in the Japanese community. There are many communities where both the man and the wife are working. Sometimes there is a situation where where they own the business together and the wife is working within the business. These conversations are so disingenuous. Because she's taking to a string when a man says, oh shit, well, if a man says that a woman needs a man. No, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. If a man says that he needs his woman, then all of a sudden it's she needs to be broke, she needs to be this or this, that, and the third. It's one of those situations. It's not necessarily the fact that we can't survive without each other. That's not the point. Because there are a lot of single men out here, but guess what? You don't hear them saying, "I'm independent. I can take care of myself. I don't need a woman. I don't need that shit." You don't hear that sentiment. That's the point. You don't hear it. You don't hear it. You don't hear it at all. Never have you heard it, because guess what it's called? There's this one term that is called. It's called being a fucking adult. But because y'all heard Boosie, y'all just took that shit and ran with it. Y'all took independent. Y'all heard Neo, Miss Independent. That's why I love her. Y'all heard that shit. Y'all took it and ran with it. Now it's, oh, I'm making my own money. I don't need a man now. Oh, I can do bad by myself. Oh, if he ain't making more than me, I don't need him. What you talking about? At some point, you gonna need him. At some point, he gonna need you. Now, the key factor you should be asking yourself is, what value are you adding to him? What value is he adding to you? What value are you adding to each other? Is us being together conducive for us to progress to get to the common fucking goal that we have? That's the ultimate goal. That's what we should be asking ourselves. But we over here having stupid ass conversations about, oh, well, I'm independent. So does that mean that men are just so insecure about themselves because they say they need a woman? No, that's just, y'all say men need to be a little bit more emotional, right? So, like, listen, I need my shorty. That don't mean I can't survive without her. But I like the fact that my shorty I like the short that my shorty adds value to my life. I need that. I need that. Just like you like that security in the fact that your man taking care of you, and your man, he knows exactly what you need and what you want at that time that you need it and want it. You need that. Because if you didn't have him, guess what? You ain't gonna have nobody that's gonna be able to check up on you like that. That's gonna be able to add that value to your life like that. You ain't gonna need that. Or you ain't gonna have that. So there's aspects to why men need women and why women need men. But we get so caught up in the fact of, well, I don't need a man because I make my own money. Or this man, the only reason that this man need me because the only reason that this man says that he wants a woman that needs him is because she broke and she's a gold digger. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Most motherfuckers ain't even making six figures. So what are y'all talking about? Most people are average individuals. They get together. They have some common interest in each other. They rock out with each other for a minute, and they end up getting married, and then they end up building together. But what they don't talk about is the fact that when you do get married, guess what? You're three times more likely to be successful when you're married. I haven't heard that yet. But we're too busy worried about being independent. We're too busy worried about being free and being independent of men. We talking about degenerate niggas. What about the dudes who got shit going on for themselves? What about the ones who ain't degenerates? The ones that y'all overlook every single fucking day because he ain't got no swag. He a lame. What about them? Them the ones that you overlook. Them the ones that tried to holler. They tried to shoot at you. But you know what I'm saying? Their fit just wasn't as right. They haven't fully found themselves yet. Because they're so embarked on building, they're focusing on their engineering careers. They just focus on their career right now. They're not focused on their dress, not focused on the appearance just yet. They haven't got to that point yet because they're trying to get their bag. But instead we arguing back and forth about who's independent. Fuck out of here, bro.
But if she's saying to you, I actually don't need you. I actually don't need you to survive.
True,
I can survive on my own. I want you. I want your kindness. I want your loyalty. I want your respect. And it's all.
He said, 2K asks, does hyper independence hurt the black community? But I want to know, what is the black community anyways? That's a good question. That's a great question. I'd say most people don't do that and they just wing it. True. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's also true. You know what
going
I'm
to be
saying?
reciprocated. That's not enough. But you would rather a woman have her broke ass hand out to you, and then somehow that makes you feel like a man.
you feel like the nigga bad. Hey,
What is it about the male ego that
you trying to shift it with talking points?
Unless a woman has to survive off you, you can't feel like a
you
man.
Trying to shift it with talking points. I'm asking you direct questions that I need answers for now. You keep talking about the male motherfucking ego. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm saying us as humans, we need to be needed, and that is okay. All right. Because there's value and needed to be needed. Though. I'm not for to starve you out because you need the money, and you shouldn't starve me out because I need.
Well, my father told me, you let a man feed you, he'll starve you.
And
too.
yeah, you are suffering from hyper independency.
Oh shit! In my life,
hyper independency.
All the men in my life told me to get my own and to make sure I have my own and not depend on a man for anything. These are the men who are married for years.
Hyper independency. That is what you suffer from.
How is a woman being hyper independent such an offense to men?
Because
what is it about a woman that can be able to carry her own that piss y'all off so much? Like, are y'all that fragile?
It's not that. It's not that.
Y'all
right?
kind of fragile. It is. It's
no,
fragility.
because y'all.
Because if a woman got her hand out, that's a problem.
No, it ain't.
But when
hey, listen, but here's the thing though. A lot of those dudes who typically chase after the chicks that don't want them, that's what they call the hunt, right? That's what they want. That's what they call the hunt. Now, some dudes can be delusional. You know, they're a little bit delusional. They're like, all right, bro, I just want to see if I can get a number. I just want to see if I can rock with her, right? And some dudes know some dudes know that they out of Shorty's league. They know that, but they gonna check it. They gonna shoot for the stars. They're gonna shoot for the stars. Now I do agree that some men do overlook the average woman. I agree with that too. I agree with that, but what I do believe that I believe more women overlook the average guy than the average guy overlooking the average woman. I definitely agree with that. I'm gonna say it again. I believe that women overlook the average guy more than the average guy overlooking the average woman. For real. There's a lot of average women want the pookie too. Yeah, that's true. They want the pookie too. Yeah, I go get a bag when trying to date the average dude. Oh, you will get a what? No, I understand him, but they act disrespectful, then put down the woman who would have hit him up. Well, some dudes are like that.
Not if she my woman, and not if I told her, hey, this is what I'm here for. Why would that be a motherfucking problem? And that's what I know you signed up for.
So if a man meets a woman, you mean to tell me in the state that we're in, where you have these men saying not to get married, not to spend money on dates, not to do anything, the first time he meets a woman and she says, no, I'm not working, I'm not doing anything for myself, I'm not independent, I'm looking for a man to take over my life and finance my entire life. I don't know anything, I'm not going to school, I'm not educated, I haven't accomplished anything in my big ass age. I'm waiting on a man to take over my whole life. That's the ideal woman for you, man.
Now you so fucking dumb. Now see, this is where Jazz fucks up right here. This is where she fucks up. We are the ones who talk about those type of chicks and tell them that they fucking delusional. We tell them that they're out of their fucking minds. We tell them that they're crazy. That entire laundry list of shit that she said that type of woman is, most men will look at her and say, man, fuck no, I'm not finna get with her. No. Only guys like Poppy Chulo would date some shit like that. Your everyday guy, your typical guy is not going for a shorty like that. And this is where we talk about when you talk about extremes. This is where Jazz don't know. Jazz goes from 0 to fucking 100. She don't know she don't understand what a gray area is. It's either this or this. Ain't no in between. That's her problem when she gets on these panels. That's her problem. She don't know how to step back. You know what? I can see your point here. I can see your point here. Because most men, even the 2K, even the fucking what's his name? Black, even Black. I guarantee you, and even myself, Shorty, you telling me you ain't finna do nothing? Shit, I bet. Say less. I'ma turn my about face on your ass and I'm gonna walk the fuck off. Like, oh word? Well, good luck to you finding that. Good luck to you finding that. You ain't finna do nothing? Yeah, I bet. I hope you find what you looking for. I bid you a good day. Now, what you mean?
No. That what you just described was a fucking bum. You wouldn't want that if that was you won't want that if that was a man. You won't want that as a bum. You have to bring something to the table. This has to be an equal exchange of value.
She can't work.
Michelle Obama
Bro.
said that.
She can't work though.
Bro, I'm not looking for her to do work. I'm looking for her to be the nutritionist for my kid. I'm looking for her to
Jazz is not. Jazz so fucking hard-headed, bro. She's hard-headed, bro. She's hard-headed. She's so quick to talk, man. She don't want to listen. She's so quick to talk, she don't want to listen. So quick to talk, she don't want to listen. You say one thing, she take that bitch all the way to fucking Mars. Every time.
Be the best mother she can. When I come home, I need you to nurture me. If we got two people doing the same thing, that is 100% of something that is lacking. That is lacking.
Is, y'all only want.
Y'all are being selfish, and the kids are suffering because of it.
Y'all only want to go. They're suffering even if they're, because 9 times out of 10, if a woman is at home all day and night with that child, y'all know damn well the man of that household is not doing the same type of contributions in the rearing of that child. Y'all only want a woman in the household to make your life convenient. If she's at home cooking and cleaning,
that's for the children.
No, that's for you too. Because if you got to have the response, because you don't ever say, no, we both are equally going to contribute to the rearing of this child. Because it's okay for a man to be out the house 8 to 12 hours a day because he got to work, right? He got to work. And when he get back home, he got to get his rest, right? So don't wake him up to help with the bath. Don't wake him up to help with the homework. Because no, daddy role is to go and financially contribute to everything, right? So there's also a lack there as well.
Listen,
I think people need to be more focused on what works for them. If it really works for you like that, where you just can't have a woman that is independent because it make you feel some type of way, then go get a broke bitch then.
No, it's not about having a broke bitch. You can have equal value without having currency. First of all, y'all ain't judged on currency or how much you can provide. Okay, them ain't your motherfucking metrics.
Y'all are judging us on that. This is about
them
us.
Ain't your metrics. How is it about y'all when y'all need us just as well as we need y'all?
Women do not need y'all to survive.
Yes, y'all do. Y'all are so fucking stupid. We created the fucking world. No, I'm gonna call it what the fuck it is. You're stupid. Everything that you got right now that you use to survive was created by men. So a woman can
actually this Wi-Fi that we're using right now was created by a woman.
It's like talking to a child. It's like talking to a child. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like talking to a child, bro. Yeah, I think you know what? I think I got beside myself. I don't know, bro. I don't know, dog. Tech Coach Rafa already said he voted no. It's like talking to a child, dog. Oh my God. Jazz, just Shorty, can you be quiet for a few minutes? Let the man get his shit out. You don't gotta interject every little point. Be quiet for a second.
We at the internet. It don't need no fucking Wi-Fi. It ain't no internet.
Because of a woman's patent. A woman started your GPS, a woman, your heating system.
Men never needed a GPS. We knew how to read maps.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. So now you.
Oh my God, Steve. She is, and there she goes. See, that's the thing about Jazz. She has a whole bunch of talking points. She has a ton of talking points. She don't have anything of value when it comes to giving real context and really substantiating her points. It's all talking points. It's all talking points. Because it's either this or that. There's never no in between. She's so fucking extreme on these dogs. She's so extreme.
Want to minimize the contributions that women have added.
No, y'all didn't need GPS because y'all didn't need to go nowhere. Every time y'all go somewhere, y'all got your fucking pussy in the street. The GPS, the reason why your body mass so motherfucking high. Everything that you got was built by a man so a woman can have an easier life. We made this shit so easy for y'all. For some reason, you think that you don't need the same niggas that created it.
You know, y'all not making shit easier. I mean, look at the world around us.
Bullshit, bullshit,
I'll let you know we're in the first world country.
You get to work, Jazz. A car. Who made that, man?
Hold on.
Everything that a man and who made the windshield wiper just so that men can drive.
A windshield wiper.
Hold
Wow.
That was a woman. That was a woman.
Jazz. So you mean to tell me you generally don't believe that men made it easier for women on the planet Earth?
No, y'all.
Jazz is one of them people. It's just like this. It's just like this microphone, right? Let me show you the microphone. Jazz is pulling one of these modes right here. She's like, okay. She's like, 2K and say, men made the microphone. Okay, well, who made the cover for the microphone? A woman made the cover, bruh. There ain't no cover. There's no cover without this. There would be no need for this if you don't have this. There's no need for this if you don't have this. Men made the internet. Well, women made the Wi-Fi. Okay, well, there's no Wi-Fi without the internet. What are you talking about? Well, women made the keyboard. Okay, well, you wouldn't need a keyboard if you ain't no fucking computer. What are you talking about? Stupid. It's a pointless argument that she's making, man. It's crazy. And for Carrie Fair said she a lie. I need me. You see what I'm saying? But that's the ego. She's talking about ego, right? That's the ego. And so that when we had these conversations, they always talk like, oh, it's the male ego, it's the male ego. No, it's not. It ain't a male ego. That's a woman's ego. We aren't the ones talking about how independent we are and what we don't need. We aren't the ones saying that.
Created things to make your life. Y'all did things to create.
Oh my God,
to make your lives more convenient, and use women to contribute to the convenience of your life. There's nothing. Name one thing that men created specifically for women to protect and help women, just for women.
Police. The police.
The police.
The women abuse programs was created by men.
I said, and Sonia Massey was killed by police. Sandra Bland was killed.
Listen, bro, you talking about? Oh my fucking God, Jazz.
No. I'm saying, name the one thing that men created specifically for women and women only. Women only that actually
specifically for women and women only. As if women are the only individuals in society. That's so fucking stupid. She's so fucking, man. Macaroni Tony. This is what I was talking about, bro. In our conversation that we had in our group chat, bro. No. She's definitely not the worst. The conversation that we had before, no. They are a tie, bro. Voting rights, yep.
Helps women and protects women. Something that only women can use.
Women's shelters. All women's shelters was created by a motherfucking man. Tampon pads by a motherfucking man.
First of all, tampons is not even, and that's how you know a man created, because tampons are actually very hard. Actually, no, y'all don't even know anything. Y'all don't even know anything about the women's reproductive system.
A nigga tried to stop your pussy from bleeding, and you say he wasn't looking out for you.
tampons are actually toxic for women's reproductive organs. That's how
I guarantee you it was created with good intention. Now,
no,
what
it wasn't. It was created because a man was disgusted by seeing a woman's sanitary napkin.
my
It was just the same reason why women lay on their backs when they have children. It's not because that's better. It's because a freaky ass king was getting off on seeing his children being born. So he wanted to have his women lay down and push it out. And westernized medicine took on that, which makes childbearing even more painful for women because it is defying gravity. Women are supposed to be up, standing up, and squatting to give birth. But because a man wanted to jack his dick off while his woman was giving birth, women now lay on their back. Yeah, that's a fact. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. So, like I said, anything that men have created in society was for the convenience of men. Even putting women in the kitchen and keeping them out of the workplace was a convenience.
Putting women, no. So that's a lie too. So putting women,
it's not a lie.
Putting women in the kitchen was not to downgrade women. It started when y'all motherfuckers couldn't hunt. Now, how many women wanted to go out there with the motherfucking saber-tooth tigers and the lions and go fucking hunt? No, you know what? Hey, I'll stay in the cave. Y'all ass wanted to stay in the cave then. Listen,
an archaeologist just discovered remains of a female body with her baby on her back because she was out there with a fucking.
I bet you that was a dumbass. I bet you that was a dumbass independent woman trying to get it on her own.
No, she was with her man getting it with him because before weird ass patriarchal standards that women can't
take a nap. Take a nap.
No, you take a nap because y'all really believe that your misogyny.
No, Jane, take a nap. You can't believe that. You can't believe that these men didn't make this world.
You believe that the best thing that a woman could do is just be a convenience to a man.
That's not a convenience. I'm telling you, the best thing that we can do and have you. You are way more effective as a parent to our children. Your children will benefit.
Everybody don't have kids.
Okay, if you ain't got no kids, this ain't for you.
Stop, boy. I don't have any kids, so me being independent makes sense for me. I don't have a family to rear, but I'm also contributing to other families though by the work that I do, by the contributions that I make. Y'all are making it seem like once a woman have a child, she should only be living for that man and for that child. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm not saying that that doesn't take precedent and shouldn't be a priority. But you're saying that once a woman gets pregnant, that everything else has to stop. And that everything has to be born on her or given to her as responsibility.
Man, y'all have literally talked y'allself out of the easiest shit ever. Hey, a man was like,
if
hey.
It's so easy, then why don't more men stay at home and raise their kids?
Nigga, that's easy work.
Jazz,
that's easy work. We can't do that because y'all a power trip and kick us out every time y'all get the fucking
so
chance.
now you're making assumptions off of hypotheticals.
Bro, any man that's ever stayed with a woman know these two words: get out. Staying with a woman is fucking retardation at this point because we know
you want the woman in a home.
Bro, men don't do this.
But she don't understand a motherfucking thing. She hear one thing and she go the fuck off. She don't understand context. She don't understand context. She don't understand context at all. He's talking about if you go with a woman, if you get with a woman who has her own house already and you move in with her, it's gonna be easier for her to kick you out if you do something that she don't like. Versus you having your own shit and moving her into your crib, it's a totally different conversation because she ain't gonna be able to tell you to move out your own shit. And now she's talking about, but you want a woman in the house, but you want a woman in the house. She don't listen, bro. She hear one thing and she go to fuck off the rails. This is so fucking dumb, bro. I promise it drives me fucking crazy. It drives me up the fucking wall. And it ain't the fact, and here's the crazy part. It's not the fact that you don't want to, you wouldn't want to have a conversation with her. It's the fact that when you try to talk some sense into her, she doesn't understand. She just goes off the fucking rails and she just starts talking. Zero to a motherfucking 100, dog. Come on, man.
Men don't do this. Men do not send. Men do not
one
send
is
their loved ones out of the house because of an argument. We don't say get out. We do not do that to women. That is a fucking lie.
And not every woman sending their husband out either. They may say go to the other room.
No,
sleep on
they
the
say
couch.
if you are at the house that she pay bills at, that conversation is very different. It is get out. It ain't the couch. It ain't the guest room. It is out. Ask a man. Ask out. You can pick a random man. Ask him. This shit, y'all aren't designed for power because y'all abuse it every fucking
and y'all
time.
are when we're literally in the current state.
We have created this entire society. Jazz, like, stop it. Okay, Jazz, you're being disingenuous at this point now. You really are being disingenuous. You are able to be on the panel. Let's really break this shit down. Jazz, you're able to maneuver and do whatever it is that you want to do on this earth, wherever you live. You're able to go do whatever the fuck you please. You're able to be on a man's panel. You're able to be on a man's platform, which is YouTube, by the way. You're able to drive the vehicles. You're able to go wherever you please. Wherever you please, because a man made it so. A man has made it safe enough for you to go out here and do whatever it is that you want to do. Go across seas and think that the same sentiment that you have, the same mindset, the way that you talk, the way that you act, and the way that you behave, go over there to the Japanese culture, go over there to the African culture, and have that same sentiment. Go over there with that same attitude. I guarantee you're gonna wish you was back in America. This is a first world country, and you up here having these conversations as if this is the worst country that you ever lived in. If it's so bad for you, why don't you fucking go somewhere else? If you want to have, if this is such a bad patriarchy, men protect you. That doesn't mean just because men have created a world where you can move around the way that you want to move, that doesn't mean that everything's going to be 100% absolute. That doesn't mean there still aren't going to be predators out here in the world. That doesn't mean that there isn't still going to be murderers out here in the world. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be scammers out here in the world, people who doing illegal shit. That doesn't mean that. But we made the world safe enough to where that, guess what? Even though it's unfortunate for the small percentage of people who may get unalive, or the people who may get in a fucked up situation, you still wake up every day. You get to wake up and go wherever you want to. You don't have to sleep with one eye open. You ain't got to worry about your street getting bombed. You don't have to live with that fear every day. And you sit up here having this fucking conversation, being disingenuous. That's crazy to me. And this is why you're always getting clipped up, because you always saying dumb shit. If you want me to be honest,
in the current state,
you want me to be honest, this is why you always getting clipped up, because you always saying dumb shit.
Of the economy. Everything that has been happening right now is by way of an emotional man-child ass man. And y'all saying y'all are the best leaders in the world, but y'all have led every society into destruction. Fucking racism was invented by a fucking man. Patriarchy, which harms everybody, was invented by a fucking man. What is it that is so good about y'all leadership that y'all can actually show for it? Because everything, as far as history shows, that y'all use y'all power to fucking suppress other people to exalt yourselves without merit.
So Jazz, you don't think men is designed for power?
No, I don't think it's just because you're a man, you're designed for power. No, I don't believe that. You're not born a powerful leader. Anybody, that's something that you learn. That is something that you're not born a leader.
So do you think that?
So you're trying to say every man that's born is automatically a powerful leader just because they were born with a dick?
No.
But here's the thing though, for Carrie Ferry, your average man is doing that. Your average man doing that. Your average man is helping out around the house. Your average man is actually doing that. These conversations that people are having, they talking everybody's coming from a place of as if they're rich, they got money, they can pay somebody to come clean the house, they can pay somebody to come cook and clean. 9 times out of 10, if both people are working, both are contributing to the house. Now, there will be times where the mom may be doing a little bit more, or there may be times where the guy may be doing a little bit more, depending on their work schedules. Sometimes it happens like that. It's not on purpose. It's not typically what happens, but also depending on where you live, because if you live somewhere where there's a lot of trees, where there's a lot of grass, the man is doing, typically he's outside doing most of the fucking work, and you never touch outside. And you're doing all the in-house shit, which is the dishes, you straighten up the crib, wiping shit down. And he's outside sweating his ass off, going across with the mower, pressure washing the driveway, making sure that the weeds and shit ain't in the grass, doing all this shit on the outside work. But they don't want to have that conversation. It's all about, oh well, I'm cooking and I'm cleaning. I ain't the only one in this house doing this shit. Okay, cool. We get that. But you don't hear him telling you to bring your ass outside. Come help me outside. Come clean the fuck up outside. Come do this shit in the garage. Come do any of that. You don't hear none of that shit. They only argue when it fits the narrative. And this is the problem with Jazz. This is her problem. It's patriarchy this, patriarchy that. Why can't a woman be independent? Why can't she do that? Why is it so intimidating? Okay, fuck it. Let them leave them to their demise. That's how I feel. Leave them to their demise. Let these independent shorties leave them to their demise. Leave them by themselves. Don't talk to them. Don't engage with them. Let them be alone. And let's see how that shit work out for them. Everybody else, go be happy. Go get your shorty. Go get the black shorty that wants you. Go get the shorty that's accepting you. The shorty that wants to be loved by a man. The shorty who says that she needs a man. Whether she black, white, orange, green, don't matter. Go and get her and go love on her and she love on you, and watch how these bitter hoes sit up and say, oh, well, shit. Well, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, ain't no men out here. Ain't no real men out here, because these men, they want to go over here with these ladies right here. But see, ain't no good men out here in the world. No. You said you independent. You don't need a man. You don't need him. So be independent. Be by yourself. Be by yourself. Be happy by yourself. All the way through, all the way to your old age. Be happy. Live alone. Live alone. And then on top of that, because you hate patriarchy so much, when you call 911 or you call the fire department for anything that you do, make sure you tell them, listen, I don't want a man serving me. I want a woman serving me. When you go to a restaurant, when you getting your car fixed, when you getting your car washed, anything that you do, when you go to the grocery store and you getting your shit bagged, say, I want a woman to do it. I don't want a man to do it, because I don't want, this is patriarchy. I want a woman to do it for me. When you go and get your taxes done, make sure it's a woman. Of course, when you get your hair did, it's a woman. Anything that you do, matter of fact, stop going on men's panels. Go on all women's panels. Don't ever go on a man's panel again. Go on all women's panels, because of patriarchy. How about that? Since man's so bad, I don't want to ever see you talking about a man. I don't want to see you doing nothing. I want everything to be woman. Don't buy no products that's from a man. Don't buy nothing. I want everything to be bought by a woman. Woman products, everything. That's what I want you to do. And let me see how far you make it. Make sure you deep dive on everything that you do. The food that you eat, the shit that you drink, the products you put in your hair, the shit that you use to bathe, the clothes that you put on, the necklaces that you wear, the eyeliner, the earrings, the shoes you wear, everything. The music you listen to, everything. The shit that you use to sing, that microphone, make sure it's bought by a woman. That house that you live in, make sure it was built by a woman. The lights that you using to goddamn make sure that people can see you in that camera, make sure it's built by a woman. The camera that you use and make sure it's built by a woman. Every aspect of your life, make sure it's by a woman, since the patriarchy is so bad and men do no fucking good. How about that? Until that, shut the fuck up.
Wait, Jay. If
on top of that, don't date a man, date a woman. And if you decide you want kids, make sure you adopt a girl. Don't adopt a boy. Facts.
Plenty of women that can be
If
powerful as well,
if
and
the
have
woman
taken hard.
leadership was so great, where is it? Where is it today?
Because we are in a because we are in a patriarchal system that doesn't like to see women in power. It's hard to see. It's hard to see, but there are plenty of women. There are plenty of women in power. There are plenty of women that are in power that are in Congress right now that hold very high-ranking political positions within our society. There are women that are building infrastructure. There are women that are very powerful. Why are you trying to minimize the contributions of women? But you need women the most to do everything.
I'm saying if the overall sentiment that women were the greatest leaders, we will have way more leadership.
I didn't say that we were the greatest. I just said women can also be great leaders as well as men.
Okay.
And it
Okay,
doesn't-
okay, y'all. Okay, let's get to the super chat, bro. Y'all done had a good back and forth.
Nah, this some
Y'all done had a
Delulu
good
plus.
back and forth.
Y'all
Yep, women are abusive hard pass. Exactly. That's why lesbian relationships are accounting for the highest percentage of abusive relationships versus man on woman. But they don't want to have those conversations though, because it's all about, well, we can do it too. We can do it too. Okay, great. Yes, nobody's negating that women can do it too. Yeah, there are women who can be empowered and they are great at it. But you got to dig a little deeper than that. Some women are going into those places of power. Some women don't want to go into management because they don't want to manage other people. They don't want to manage other people's emotions. They don't want to have to deal with other people. They just want to do their fucking job and go the fuck home. Then on the flip side of that, there are also other women who are in power. And then guess what? Other women don't want to work for other women because it's an ego trip for them. And it becomes an emotional battle. So that's why when you ask a lot of women, who do you prefer to work for? Do you prefer to work for men or do you prefer to work for women? Most women will say, I prefer to work for a man. But see, she's not being genuine in the conversation. It's all about, well, men do this, but we can do it too. Cool. We're not arguing that. We know that. But the likelihood of it happening is not because of patriarchy. It's not. When you look at the likelihood, okay, you can break it all the way down. Typically, what happens? Who tends to be more successful when it comes to business when they are in leadership, men or women? You can start breaking it down. Okay, well, yeah, there are some women who are in leadership. They are very successful. But guess what? Who's more successful when it comes to being in the leadership? Is it men or women? Men. Or you could break it down to even further level. When it comes to jobs, when it comes to getting higher pay, who tends to fight for their salary more? Men or women? Men do. Men fight for their salary more. Most women just say, "Oh, I got the job. Hey, did you try to fight for a salary? I didn't even think about it. I was just happy I got the job." The fuck? What you mean? Most men are willing to fight for their job. So if you want to break it down, so you don't even have to take it to the extreme. Just bring it down. Bring it down even further. And you can get your answer. But Jazz is a headache, man. She's a headache, bro. It don't make no sense to me. Yeah, it take emotion to lead women and logic to lead men. Yeah. And this shit crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm kind of with take Coach Raff on this, man. I don't know if I want to have her on here. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I do. Shit, man. That's gonna be a long night. I'm gonna make sure I'm drinking. I'm gonna make sure I'm drinking, boy. I'm gonna make sure. You hear me? But hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yeah, Jazz just delusional, bro. I don't know what the fuck she got going on. So yeah, man. Make sure y'all, tonight was dope. If y'all haven't supported the channel yet, make sure you do so. I appreciate y'all who became members of the ENG community. super chat goes, make sure y'all hit the super chats, cash app. You know what I mean? Tap into your boy. Listen, y'all got to invest into the retirement fund. We trying to retire. We trying to do this thing full time. That's the goal. The goal is to do this full time because I want to eventually get to doing this every day. I want to do it everyday situation. But we got to get some things taken care of first. And y'all are going to be a big factor to that, helping your boy get to that point. You know what I mean? So if you truly rocking with me, make sure you support the channel. All right? So, my good people, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys are here Friday for the Banter and Barter show. It's going to be up. It's going to be up. Ferry, if you want to be on Friday, make sure you hit me up. Hit me up if you want to be on Friday. All right? And then we'll be sure to get some things squared away for you, all right? Because I think you got my IG, so just hit me up. But until next time, my good people, make sure you tap into my recently uploaded videos. Go show love over there. Go hype those videos up. Share. Do everything. Listen, we gotta get. Listen, we trying to blow this page up. So y'all gotta do y'all part too. I'm doing my part. I'm showing up when I'm supposed to show up. I'm posting the videos when I'm supposed to post the videos. Now I need y'all to do y'all part by liking, engaging, sharing, hyping the video, super chatting, all that good shit. Cause listen, man, it take work to put this shit together, man. So it lets me know that y'all really rock with me and that y'all appreciate it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, all good. I'm trying to grow my production company. Let's do it. Hey, say less, Fair. Say less. All good. But until next time, my good people, I'll holla.